Alright, it is streaming and recording.
Can you play the music too?
Yep.
Can you play the music?
Any specific playlist or anything?
Smooth jazz.
Well, we left off. You guys had just to recap, so you can tell me what you think is the right. You guys went. Basically, the Archmagus decided she did not give a fuck about you and was going to take you to the abyss with her. So she started the ritual to activate it. You guys interrupted and loaded the amplifier that she had the device in, the amulet in. When it was destroyed, you all got some visions of the very, very, very distant past before you got transported to somewhere, some dark void of swirling winds and total darkness, where you heard a voice speak to you before you were pulled out by a whip wielded by a 10-foot tall man of just like pure radiant energy and beauty and perfection, essentially an angel. And that's where we left off, with him standing over you after he had just pulled you from some other place. So probably not tavern and inn music.
Did you remove tempo from the server?
Oh, yeah, I did. Motherfucker. It should be pretty quick to add back, right?
Yeah, I think I can.
Okay. A little gnat flying around in here. Can drive me crazy. Anybody have any questions about anything from their level up? Or anything that happened last session?
I had a potion of... I mean, you may not know this, and that's fine. But I had a potion in my inventory of healing, but then I had written down a potion of superior healing, and I don't know...
Superior healing.
I don't know, but I don't know if I already had that, and I added the wrong... And I needed to add another one, or I added the wrong one.
I don't know.
I just watched the recording earlier today. You found a potion of superior healing.
She's asking if she already had a regular potion of healing, though. I don't know.
I think I bought one.
Cody,
at some point.
I think I did.
You are gonna have to add tempo. You own the server. I don't have the capability.
Just give you capability.
That works too.
Just see your big finger.
Oh, sorry. Try it now, Jordan?
Yep.
Should have admin capabilities.
Yep.
No?
Yep, I do. I'm adding it now.
Cool. Thank you.
Yep.
I thought I'd have more time to get everything ready. And then bathing the dogs used up all the hot water, and we had to wait for the hot water to come back while we were
no
around in our underwear at this Airbnb. It was a mess.
All right. There we go.
Cool.
Also, you may want to remove my admin privileges, because I could see everybody's individual servers.
Oh, it's fine. We haven't used them. I just put those there just in case we ever needed them. But I'll later. All right, so yeah, I'm pretty sure. I know you guys bought health potions a long time ago. So you probably already just had one, Emily. You guys kind of just breezed through a lot of the combat, so you haven't needed more healing than what you would get for short rest. So
Yeah.
you probably already had one. I would give you 2. And the superior healing is much stronger.
Yeah.
Did everyone else keep track of the other loot that you found? I have it. I don't keep the lists of loot for very long, but I do still have that if you guys want to check.
Can you remind
Couldn't
me?
hurt.
So you found a music box and a magical book that you have not. I think Roland was able to decipher that it was at least some kind of spell book, but you had not really messed with it yet. You found the potion of maximum power.
He used that.
You did use that to no avail. That's right.
Yeah.
Someone has a potion of growth. You have Belcraft. Potion of superior healing is to Nox, and there's a potion of advantage. I don't know who has that.
Belcrat took that one too. He had both of them.
You also found gold coins, like rare and ancient gold coins. I don't know if you guys. Somebody may know that. I think maybe Tyler did. That was what you found on the first floor of the ruins. Okay, so if there's nothing else, then we will pick up right where we left off, which was with, like I said, this 10-foot tall celestial being still holding the end of the whip, glowing radiant gold that he used to wrap around and pull you from some dark place, standing over you, and he asked you, What have you done? Looking at all of you. Eister, you're unconscious. Other than the 6 of you, Mega Sidarn is also with you, in just utter shock and silence, looking up at this massive being, looking around at all of you. And I think I mentioned before that this ritual chamber, which was already very dilapidated and was kind of falling apart, is now taken a good bit more damage from the rituals that the Archmagus attempted to complete. So it's a bit of a mess. So, what have you done?
We don't even know what happened.
Are we still in the lasso?
No, he released
In the
that.
wick?
He released it from you, and it's just hanging by his side, holding it in his hand.
Belcraft, can you help Astir?
The being, the celestial being, looks down at her, and he kneels forward, and as he kneels down, he obviously moves forward quite a bit towards you guys. And he holds one glowing radiant hand over her, and I steer you heal 40 points, which I believe is more than your max healing. And you're cured of any diseases, poisons, anything like that. So you are full health, fully healed, and back to consciousness.
You went from getting knocked the fuck out to be feeling better than you've ever felt in your life.
I know. I imagine that's like almost like getting the wind re-knocked into you. Like,
Yeah.
Thanks, Angel Daddy.
And I'll say, as he kneels down too, he's basically like the picture of like humanoid perfection. He has like long, loose curls of like gold and brown hair. He is not wearing armor, but he wears very simple clothes that hang loosely from his figure.
Can we see his abs?
I was just about to say washboard abs.
You can't see the abs.
They're
But
oiled
judging
up.
by like the shape of his body,
Like an 8-pack?
yeah, like all the way down.
Oh.
All the way down. How far down? I want to know.
Taryn starts blushing.
Show
He
me
is.
your
He's just like he is humanoid perfection. He is exactly what you would think the perfect elf human type person would look like. But like 10 feet tall. His hand as he holds it over Isteer's body is big as half your body. He is a large
Whoa.
man.
Whoa.
The fear and confusion and anger that as he looked around and asked you what you had done when he saw someone hurt, at least for a moment, that kind of slipped into focus. Isteer heals you. You're now conscious. He looks around at all of you and stands back up. Were any of you affected? Wounded?
I mean, she was the only one who was completely out, but I think all of us are kind of roughed up a bit.
What happened? What is this place?
Looking around, are we obviously like back in the same chamber from before?
You're in the same chamber. You're below like the raised platform where the amplifier held the amulet. You're back down on like the ground below it, but you can see up on the raised platform the bent and scorched and like melted remains of the armillary sphere looking device. The amulet, no, nothing. It is destroyed. You see where some of the stones that make up most of this room have been shattered, crumbling. Some of the roots that had broken through the walls surrounding the room are blackened and damaged. But yes, you are definitely back in the same room that you started in.
That is not a short answer, but are you familiar with the name Invercell?
No, I'm not. Do you know where I just pulled you from, all of you?
No, but we would really appreciate being enlightened, because that was some. I don't know what you are, so pardon my French if it's offensive, but that was some fucked up shit that we just saw.
He looks around at all of you. I am the Herald of Mystra. You tampered directly with the weave. You pulled threads of the very will of the universe and bent them to your will. You will tell me what happened here. I will not allow you to leave.
Look, I know this looks bad, but that place you pulled us from was the result of something horrible and cataclysmic that we were trying to stop. Whatever, I don't even know what that means, but whatever we did to the weave, it was not meant in any kind of power grabbing or manipulative way. We were stopping somebody with those exact machinations in mind. Whatever we did to help people.
As you finish speaking, you get just I want to say almost like an adrenaline surge for just a second, for just like a brief second, Taryn. And he looks at you and nods. You speak true. And he walks, and for him, striding over to the platform and to the device, it's like 2 steps. He strides over and he puts a hand on the amplifier, and on the small pedestal that was at the center, that is now it was floating at the center of the sphere, has now like collapsed down. He rubs a finger across that with dust. Who else was here? This, and he blows it, and as the dust reaches the air, it flashes for a second, and as it flashes, you hear just a cacophony of screams and laughter and roaring and slithering and just layers of chaotic sound, and it ignites in like a gold flash of fire. This is the essence of the abyss. Your intentions may be good, but you wielded the weave unfiltered and destroyed a shard of the abyss. I believe you, but I also believe that you don't know what you're playing with.
That is very likely.
You don't know where I pulled you from?
I'll look at the rest of the group. Any guesses?
For as far as you could tell, it was pitch black, and you heard a voice speaking to you.
Minerva, I know you walk through different planes. Was that any kind of plane you've ever seen before?
Nope.
You're lucky that what happened here caught the eyes of Mystra. Because if I wasn't watching, I don't know how it's possible, but you were pulled into the void, Harrow.
The what now?
Your kind was not meant to know of the existence of this place. The fact that you reached it and that I was able to pull you back is already beyond a miracle. I don't understand it. But if I hadn't been watching, you would have been trapped there for eternity. So you understand what I mean when I say that you don't understand the situation clearly. You are manipulating the very powers of this universe to destroy. How are you alive? How are any of you alive to wield raw arcana like that?
If you're the Herald of Mystra, I'm assuming you know who Glacia is?
Vaguely. An archdevil.
Princess of the Hells. She got her metaphorical, not literal, claws into a mortal woman named Karana. Very, very powerful wizard. They're plotting something terrible, trying to... we don't even fully know. Trying to somehow go to the Abyss, bring the Abyss here. We're not even sure. But she had an amulet that basically connected her directly to the Abyss, and this is the result of her almost getting what she wanted. Fortunately, we were able to...
the Abyss shouldn't be possible.
I wouldn't know.
Ister, he looks at you now that you're conscious. Don't think I don't recognize you. Why am I not surprised? Continuing to meddle.
She doesn't say anything. She tries to have as blank of an expression as possible.
Can I insight check?
It's up to Gabby.
Yeah.
So you can roll a deception check against
No,
his
you
insight.
can't insight
Whoever-
me.
I mean, my insight is a -1, so
You never know.
yeah, that's an 8.
Hey, she could roll lower.
3.
Oh
Spill the
shit!
beans.
So,
It's the
What
most
would he-
insightful I've ever been.
Gavin, you can. This is up to you, but what do you think Eyesteer would be unable to hide in that moment? Like, what could he glean in just a brief moment?
Well, considering this guy is not from here,
Make a wisdom check with proficiency. So whatever wisdom based skill you have proficiency in, just roll that.
21.
21. This being is a solar, which is an angel for all intents and purposes, but like the highest form of angel. And rolling that high, I will say that you cannot lie to a solar. It's impossible.
Oh shit.
The rest of you don't know that. That's very celestial knowledge.
Could you pull me into like the secret thing for a second? So
Gabby! No!
Yeah, go. Yeah, I'll pull you in.
Okay.
Not fair.
I can. I don't think I can pull you on my iPad, so just move to the secrets channel.
Okay.
Those bastards.
Got new merch in the shop, guys.
What?
What?
That's what Sam
Oh,
does
yeah.
every time they do secret
realize-
stuff.
Marissa and Tyler don't watch Critical Role.
And it's hardwired in my brain.
That joke landed for 33% of the other people here.
That's fast math.
It's okay, now I know, and it's funny.
It is funny. Thank you.
No,
Every time-
it's my joke.
Actually-
He like walks around the table and he like goes and whispers stuff to them, and like because they're in person, and then they like talk over so no one can hear the whispering. And Sam's like, "We got new merch in the store, guys. Go check it out."
Yeah, actually, I guess I did kind of make an assumption. Tyler, have you ever watched Critical Role?
A little bit.
Have you?
Like
Me?
1 or 2 episodes, yeah.
Shut the fuck up, Jordan. Sometimes I get flat since you moved your desk back. Sometimes I get flashbacks of the day we met, because that's how you had your desk.
Oh.
But your camera was like lower. Were you on a laptop?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a whole different setup, because I had like a separate little table right here where Hopkins's cage is, and I had my laptop on that.
Why weren't you on your PC?
I didn't have a webcam at the time.
Oh. Gotcha.
They've been in there so long. Oh!
I know.
What the fuck are they talking
We
about?
had a whole side quest.
We did.
Eyesteer's level 8 now.
She killed that guy. We didn't even know.
The big bad. Okay.
What
but
do I
basi-
glean from my insight?
Yeah, you just can see that she's uncomfortable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a lot of build up for that.
No!
There's other stuff. That wasn't all we were talking about. Yes. So
I imagine they were
Karen.
both on the secrets channel being like, what's the word for when you're not comfortable?
I don't know what it is.
Discomfortable?
not
Not comfy?
Uncomf?
No.
I'm uncomf.
Karen, Yes, you glean. You know he clearly recognizes her, and you caught that she was called out, basically, like caught out. Really, is what it was. Okay, so
You
what was the last thing I said? I forgot.
you two know each other?
Yeah.
It's not important. I want to know how you, 6 mortals, however powerful you may be, I want to know how you're still alive. What gods or other beings are protecting you? Because you have to understand, there was enough power in this room to rip this world apart. I don't come for petty grievances and problems. I am the herald of Mistra. If I am here, and things have gotten out of hand,
Well,
so, mortals, how did you destroy a piece of the abyss? The source of evil and chaos in this universe, of which its existence you should not even know. How?
well, Roland hit it with a fireball.
How much
Really?
time you got?
Give me the summary.
I will do exactly that.
Okay. So you're telling him
Minutes
like cliff notes of kind of everything that's happened.
I was gonna say I'll basically spark note everything that we've done in the past 13 sessions.
Okay. He listens, doesn't interrupt. But I will say that you notice that his face grows more confused and concerned as you go along. You have experienced things that shouldn't be possible. The devils have always made this plane their playground in the places that we allow them to reach. But the abyss, I thought we at least had kept that at bay. I need to speak to the council. I will not fail to mention your presence here. And he points at Icedeer.
She looks away.
Face it or not, you ended up in this position for a reason. How will she feel now? Where are you from? Where can I send you? I need to destroy this place.
That seems like kind of a loaded question.
Where were we just now?
In Versailles Tower.
Yeah, you're about 150 to 200 miles, or about 150 miles north of Florus. I could show you the map, but I don't have it pulled up. So, you're not terribly far from where Terran found you. To the west. You're to west of that area. By like 50 to 100 miles, not far.
I just say we came from that way.
Nox, we're underground.
Oh, that way.
Maybe just back to Florus. Maybe.
Okay.
Is that the name of the city?
That's the city that
Yes.
you've been in.
That was Nox.
Oh. I couldn't tell.
They're just like typical Emily clothes. I mean, I'm just kidding.
You normally don't know what the fuck's going on, so.
What about our monster friend? What happened to him? Did he die during that whole thing?
Oh, Invercell?
Was that him?
You heard him call out, begging not to be left behind.
Oh.
Oh, we left this?
We're still stuck there.
I saw the 7 of you, and I saw a monstrous creature. I saved the 7 of you, as is my duty. I have no responsibility for monsters. As for the woman, the mage, she's out of my sight.
Completely?
She was with you, and then she was not. But my sight is not infallible. If you would like to go to Florus, he gestures towards the wall, and a gold streak of circles around the wall, and inside is just the glowing wall of golden energy. Think where you'd like to go. It will take you.
Think?
One more thing. There is loot in this room. We don't have to play it all out, but I will tell you what is there. Take your time. I need to work through the rest of this place. He strides across the room. And he sees the portal, and it doesn't activate for him like it did for you guys, because Invercell told you that it was hallowed. It only works for humanoid creatures. If I need to speak to you again, I'll come for you. And with his back turned to you, he sends out his wings and rockets through the earth, the
Oh
stone
my
and
God.
earth up into the rest of the ruins, which are somewhere else. All you know is you walked through a portal and ended up in another part of the ruins. The hole that he breaks through in the earth kind of collapses, and stone and earth fall down into the chamber, but for the moment it seems stable. So, there are various bodies scattered around. Minerva, you noticed the magic items when you did detect magic, which probably is still active, actually. You find one guy is a rapier that seems to have a magic aura. There is a cloak, like a nice heavy traveling cloak with a hood and clasps at the front. There are a nice pair of leather boots that seem magic, and one guy has a necklace. Actually, you've seen it before. Tag Brassback tried to sell you one. It is a small silver chime called a Time of Opening.
It's in the form
So-
of a necklace?
It is on a chain on a necklace, yeah.
Dope.
It's a what? It's a.
Chime of Opening. You ring it and it unlocks a door.
Oh, cool.
It has charges, so once they're used, it's gone.
That's so sick.
What?
Huh?
That's so sick.
Oh.
Well, you guys don't have any way of unlocking doors, so if I don't start giving you stuff, you'll just be
I have
stuck
a
at the
gun.
door. Oh, I've got a magic.
Come on!
That's how you opened the door last time. I shoot it with my gun.
That skeleton key is a sick name for a revolver.
Oh, that is sick.
That's
Wait, so
pretty
I found
dope.
a rapier,
That
a
is
cloak,
sick.
chime of opening, leather boots.
It's a weapon of warning. It's a rapier of warning.
Hell yeah.
It's a cloak of protection. So whoever wears it gets +1 to their armor class. It is boots of striding and springing, and a chime of opening. So The boots of striding and springing make you able to jump further and higher.
Okay, well, who would like that? Because I don't need that. I can fly.
That could be pretty good for Nox.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
What is it called?
Boots of striding and springing.
Ooh.
Oh
Am-
god.
Am I making this up, or does that like help with the disadvantage that comes with armor?
The boots of striding and springing?
Yeah.
Not the stealth disadvantage?
Yeah.
No, but I think I don't remember exactly. I think it might limit like how much you're affected by like difficult terrain, I think. I'll tell you really quick.
I'm about to be a menace to society.
You'll be jumping all over the place. Of course you will.
Boing.
I take it back.
Did you say rapier of warding or
Warning.
Warning.
Who wants that?
Oh yeah.
Oh, another thing I did mean to mention to you, Emily /
Yeah.
Nox, you stabbed and blood marked the Archmagus.
I did.
She is not here, so you can choose to leave her marked, and it lasts for however long. And if you did try to track her, you would have some
Yeah.
bonuses.
Yeah.
But you don't know where she is, so you can call it back if you would like. You gonna leave it in her?
I'm leaving it in her.
I will say, if she, I was just gonna say, if it's
I don't pull
dispelled
out.
like Minerva did, it breaks your whatchamacallit, your attunement to it. So it would be gone.
If I do what?
If she casts remove curse on her and removes it,
Balls.
so
All back.
Okay, it's okay. I'll pull out. I'll pull out in a bit. I'll pull out in like 10
Well,
minutes.
just one time.
I'll pull out in like 10 minutes.
Jordan, did you have a question about the
I don't normally.
I was gonna say I looked up the boots, and what I was thinking of, it says your speed isn't reduced if you are encumbered or wearing heavy armor. That's what I was thinking of.
That's right.
So it doesn't affect my stuff.
No.
No, but it just makes it where you can jump higher and further.
Okay,
Hell
who wants
yeah.
the cloak and who wants the other stuff?
Okay, I got about 3 things
look-
written down. So what's the other shit?
Honestly,
I wouldn't mind the cloak.
Yeah, you're
I look
squishy.
at
You
my
can have the
look at my cloak. My
You're cloaked, especially after you just got blown up by the pure, unfiltered magic. Your cloak is like filthy and like has like burnt, like singed marks all over it, and one of your buttons is missing.
Oh no!
It's like the middle button too. It's just
Oh.
Just the middle button.
Can I get his number?
no.
What's his name?
He didn't tell you.
Shit.
He didn't ask.
Sky Daddy.
I need him.
Sky Daddy.
I need him
God,
biblically.
Hi, Denny.
I want to know him biblically.
That's a sin.
It's not even that.
So Roland got the
All right.
cloak. Nox got the boots.
It's not even 9 yet.
Who's taking the chime of opening? That doesn't need attunement. Anybody can just have that and use it at any time.
I want. Well, yeah, I
Minerva
want that.
should
'cause I
take that.
can-
She's
Yeah.
basically our rogue.
And who is taking the weapon of warning, the rapier of warning?
Either Minerva or Nox. They use rapiers.
Do I just override my armor class? Is that the way I do it?
If you attune to the item, it should add it for you,
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Yeah.
You have to.
If you
go
attune
the
to it
bottom-
and equip it, it'll automatically add it.
Yep.
You want the rapier, Minerva?
I have a gun.
You don't,
I don't need
I have a
rapiers, but
Glock.
we're going.
I don't
got
need
a
your
gun.
rapier.
You said
Are you
cloak of
taking the
protection?
rapier, Minerva?
Yeah, I can take both. That's fine.
Like I said, the chime will just be whoever needs it at the moment. So,
Yeah.
What is it called? The
Oh.
chime of opening?
chime of opening.
You know who doesn't need the chime of opening?
What does that even mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
The girls give it.
Do they?
I don't know. Do they? All right. So I'll let you guys. Yeah. Take items. Minerva, are you gonna take the rapier?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the second that you take it, and with the intent of using it, you hear a voice.
Uh-oh.
He's hearing voices. I'm schizophrenic.
calling to you. You hear, as soon as you pick up the sword and swish it around a little bit, it's a gorgeous, perfectly crafted rapier of almost looks like it's made of silver. It is such a fine, shined metal with a basket hilt that goes over your hand of very fine metal work with green gems pressed along the basket. You swish around a little bit, and you hear a voice. Yes, another wielder after so long. How delightful! Who do I have the pleasure of killing for?
Oh my god.
Are you talking to me?
Shit.
You ought to be my wielder, are you not?
The worst person.
Yes.
Minerva,
Much
who are you
playing
talking
we will do
to?
together.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I kill people.
Huzzah! Yes, you will kill people with me now.
Minerva's losing her fucking mind.
Is she talking to herself?
You can just talk in your head. They don't have to. I can hear you through your head.
Belcrath, you want to give her a little... I think she might have a concussion.
You seem to be in perfect health. I don't know what your friends are talking about.
So are you just
Let's
gonna
go
keep
kill
talking
him.
to me, or do you shut up?
Would you like me to shut up?
I mean, I'm not a huge chattery person, so...
Oh, the strong silent type. I see.
Yeah, I'm also 3 feet tall, you know that, right?
Size is nothing. It's how you use it. I can tell from the energy flowing through you that you are a mighty warrior.
Yeah, I mean,
I
I'm
also thought my last wielder was a mighty warrior, but he was killed by a monster with a single eye.
But did you warn him of the monster? Because that's kind of your
Oh, he
purpose.
saw it coming and just eviscerated him instantly. But he did know it was coming. I warned him. I did.
Is Minerva just standing in the corner
Just look at him.
Alright, so as long as you warn me when things are coming, we're cool, right?
Yes, I will warn you when things are
I'm
coming.
gonna shove it
I
in the
cannot
backpack.
ensure. Just kidding. You can't silence me by putting me in a bag. I'm talking in your head. I get the point. I'll shut up. Sorry. Jeez. All right.
Anybody else notice Minerva's 40-yard stare?
I was just talking to a sword.
Oh shit.
I think she's losing it.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm not brave enough to slap her. Anybody else here feel?
Minerva, look out! Your compatriots are planning to betray you.
If you slap me, I'll stab you.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm not brave enough to do it.
It's fine. This stupid sword talks to you in your head.
I want to
Can I
insight. I want to insight check it to see if
I wanna
she's
try-
losing her mind or if it's real.
Can I try? Try. Oh,
Oh, 3.
3.
You don't know.
Minerva, who knows?
Let me try. I want to try it. Yeah. I want to try
No.
it.
No.
Give me.
No.
Give me. I want to.
I'm just gonna
Oh,
slap her hands.
But remember that Minerva is like 3 feet tall and you're a normal sized person. It's like you're like, come on, Minerva.
Give it to me.
You got games on your phone, Minerva? Anyways,
Can I touch
So-
that sword? Can I
the
touch that sword, please?
hey,
Let us know.
can I play with your sword? Can I touch it? Sword.
I want to feel it.
All right, so there is a big golden portal that is currently just shimmering gold light, and a hole. You can also just walk out if you would like, if you don't want to take his portal.
I want to take his portal.
I should have. I walked right into that
Yeah,
one.
you did.
I'm gonna give you
Should we?
the inspiration. You're uninspired.
This guy's got everything.
Your next roll is at disadvantage.
All right, so what are you guys
Wait.
doing?
Taking his portal.
Is there anything? Is there anything else for us here?
Are we just in the, like, the room is, like, fully crumpled, basically?
I mean, it was already a wreck. It's more of a wreck now. Like I said, the amplifier, the device that the amulet was in, is like somewhat intact, but very, very damaged, unusable. If you had to guess, it also was big, so it's not like it's something you could carry with you, anyways. There was nothing left of the amulet other than like some dust that the Solars found. But no, you guys had already been in this room a good bit. You kind of already have a pretty good lay of the land. You saw these items that you just got. That's it.
Adarin, you've been shockingly quiet through all this. How are you feeling?
You all turn to look at him. He's been just standing at the back, just like.
Forgot about him.
He is white and like a little sweaty and like worse for wear. He seems fully intact. He just looks at you. What the fuck is happening? I thought we were coming here to arrest you, which I should still do. I should. You killed those people outside. I should arrest you. But now, what was she doing? Where is the Archmagus?
Karana
Can
is
I- Go ahead, Jordan.
What were you gonna say?
Can I, like, sense her? Is that, like, what the...
You would have advantage on sensing her if she was
Sensing her.
within your sensory range, but I'll just go ahead and tell you she's not.
Okay.
You get no reading off of her, like you don't pick any scent or anything like that.
I think this is pretty well established at this point, but Karana was working for the Princess of the Hells, basically trying to bring the Abyss here, go to the Abyss, get power in the Abyss, some terrible evil shit. And that's who you were answering to.
I got that. I understand now. I saw everything.
Yeah, so all of these fucked up situations that you've been catching us in for the past week or so, she's the puppet master.
Yeah.
We have been
Why did you not tell me? You just let me believe that you...
Because you
We're
fucking
working
work for her.
Are you supposed to believe us after all of this?
Yeah, after the situations that you caught us in, you think we're gonna be like,
You
hey,
found the amulet and hid it from me. And were foolish enough to think that I wouldn't find it.
I don't know how to trust.
how were we supposed to trust you when you're working directly for her?
I never did anything to act against the good of the people of this world. This is
We
my
don't know that.
job. This is my career. This is what I've been working for my whole life. Do you understand? He understands, and he motions towards Roland. I gave everything. My family gave everything to put me in this position. If she was my boss, so yes, I'd listen to her. But why not tell me? I knew that she was cruel, and I knew that she wanted the amulet for her own gains. But traveling to the abyss, it's a rumor.
Darn,
I need more.
I want you to take a breath and look me in the face, man to man, and tell me that if the 6 of us came to you after everything that's happened and told you this, would you believe us?
I saw it and I don't believe it. So, no, I wouldn't have believed you. There. I wouldn't have believed you. I would have arrested you, which maybe would have been the right thing to do, because then, or not, I don't know.
I think.
What am I going to do?
I think
I have
you
to
know.
go back.
You tell the truth.
So you believe that the people who are above the Archmagus would be receptive to this kind of story? You understand how insane this looks? An angel just pulled us the Void Harrow? I don't know what that is. I have been studying magic since I could read. I don't know what the Void Harrow is. I was there, but I don't know what it is. Who was talking to us there? You understand? I don't...
Darn. Aren't the 6 of us viewed to the public as being like heroes?
Yes, I did some work to maintain that image, as did the Archmagus, for reasons that I didn't foresee. Yes.
Go to your higher-ups, the ones that are above her. Bring us. Tell them the truth. Tell them what you saw. Tell them what happened. And the heroes of Flores will support all of your claims.
She is an Archmagus. That is not just a rank, that is a title. She is one of the most... They will not admit to that. You are civilians. You are not part of the True Star, at least not anymore. They will not allow you or myself to tarnish her name. Whether or not... I don't know what they would know of her. She won her reputation in the war. And they were scared of her, so this was her reward, was the position of Archmagus. However scared of her they may be, they're not going to let you walk in and make her out to be whatever the fuck she is. A criminal, a terrorist, making deals with devils. They're not ever going to admit to that. You have to understand that. They will kill all of us.
Well, then what do you suggest?
I suggest that you go back to Flores and then go on with your lives.
That's it?
Something attacked the tower. The men died. The Archmagus responded. She disappeared.
DM question. Didn't the Solar say he had to destroy this place?
He did say he was going to, yes.
Maybe we should.
Even better. The literal angel, the angel that was standing next to us and talking to us, he will destroy this place and there will be no evidence.
Angel
A
death.
terrible accident, but these things happen in archaeological dig sites.
They do.
What if he destroys your whole plane?
Let's say you're talking to the higher-ups, and this literal angel comes and supports your claims.
Do you think he'll do that? Do you think the angel will come back?
I don't think
with me?
anything anymore. I'm just saying hypothetically, if that were to happen, well, how do you think that would go?
You know, I suppose if an angel were to testify on our behalf, that perhaps they would believe the events that have transpired. But I say, we get the fuck out of here, because apparently he's going to destroy this place. And it's an accident. A cave-in, a landslide destroyed the site. It's gone now. A handful of men lost, some soldiers, and an archmagus that has a bad reputation. Terrible. A tragedy. But that is what they will believe. We don't even know where the archmagus is. He said he didn't see her.
I think we have a pretty good idea where she went.
To hell? You think she went to hell?
Yeah.
No, I think she went to the abyss.
Well, here's hoping it's harder to get back from the abyss for her than it was to get there. I will protect you. If for what it matters. You weren't here. Hell, I wasn't here. No one saw me come. But you can't tell anyone. Because if this comes back, well, there are more Archmagi. More Magi. You left the True Star for a reason. You know how they can be. They're not the boogeymen that a lot like to make us all out to be. But in terms of protecting their reputation, they could be. So, if you want to tell the whole world the truth, be my guest. But this is my last offer of protection. All the good that it's done you up to this point, my protection. But I'll at least make sure you're not blamed for this. It's the least I could do. Because apparently, you just destroyed a piece of the abyss.
You're welcome.
I don't know what that means.
So
I don't know. I don't know what that means.
Knowing what you know.
What would you like me to do? You know the angel. That seems like a big reveal. And we're all just sitting here talking. But you know this creature.
Yeah, we're
I said a
definitely
long
coming
time.
back to that, but right now we have more pressing matters.
You know his address?
I said days ago that I
Slap
thought
knocks
you
in the
all,
back of the head.
you were all more than what you let on. And I know that I'm right. I know you're more. And if this is just one piece of this, then it seems to me that hiding this, letting it be buried, so that you can do what you need to do. I won't stop you.
Can we stop for a snack? We've just been fighting for a while and kind of hungry.
Wait, is that Knox or Emily?
I know.
I can't tell.
Max. Emily's got a pizza on the way.
I want to huddle the 6 of us away from Adaran for a second. I don't like the idea of something like this being covered up, but at the same time, there could be some benefit to the 6 of us being able to continue looking into this and working on this and trying to stop it unimpeded and with the scent off our trail.
I don't think anyone would believe it anyway.
No, Nox, I think you're right. As much as I don't want to admit it, I think Adaran is pretty spot on with that. Short of having Sky Daddy come in and like back up what we're saying.
I like Sky Daddy.
I think no, you don't. I think that's pretty. I think Adaran's pretty spot on.
Seen a man like that before.
You still have it.
I don't remember.
100% my male.
I haven't experienced much, but I want to experience that.
I slap her in the back of the head again.
Stop!
What do y'all think?
I think we need to find Sky Daddy.
Nox,
I'm serious.
I don't know
I'm
the silence
serious.
spell, but I'm gonna
I'm
learn
serious.
it for you.
I'm not joking. He can
I
help
agree.
us
We should keep it a secret.
individually. Sorry.
Minerva, Astyr, Belkrath, what do y'all think?
We can keep it a secret. But he should probably be there if we need help. At least kind of have our backs.
He did say he would protect us.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's in our back pocket after this.
We need to have a way to contact him.
That probably won't be hard. Astyr?
Yeah.
I guess I'm fine with flying under the radar for a little while.
I mean, not that you're exactly a ray of sunshine, but you seem especially unhappy about that one.
Well, I know there's not much, I guess, that Adaran can do, but I feel like he could at least try and fight for what was right.
I 100% agree with that. It kills me, the thought of letting this shit get pushed under the rug and letting the True Star continue with their whatever the hell they're doing. But just trying to think as practically as possible.
I mean, I appreciate his protection, and I agree with the plan, but it just feels cowardly on his part.
Oh, I mean, he is absolutely a coward. But he's also a coward with connections. Belkrath, you've been very quiet recently. Are you feeling all right?
It's almost like you're somewhere else.
You seem a million miles away.
I don't know what Belkrath would think. His oath would not be in support of this.
Let's be honest though. Has Jamie ever stuck extremely close to his oath?
Well, I'll put it this way. The way I would look at it if I was an Oath of Vengeance Paladin, which literally means hunt down bad guys and kill them. Like, that's his whole thing. So I think he would probably support whatever would allow you to do that the best.
That's fair. Are we in agreement then?
If we were to tell, what's the worst that could happen?
Execution.
Yeah, I mean, probably the most powerful spells you could imagine, just
The
blinking
most
us out of
horrendous
existence.
death you could ever imagine.
I mean,
So, like, that-
you saw what Karana was capable of, and apparently she isn't even top of the food chain. I mean, they could probably just blink us into another plane without a second thought.
I think I might be able to find her.
How?
Well, you see, I stuck my blade inside of her, and I left
Yeah.
it there.
We saw that.
It's
mean-
still in her.
Does that let you track her across planes?
I don't know, but I can try. I don't feel her right now.
I think
But-
specifically it is like is somewhat like Hunter's Mark
That's what I
that
thought.
you get advantage on like
tracking them.
perception and survival checks to track her.
Okay, that I mean, yeah. That's right.
So you would have to be on her trail for that to be effective.
Like, as in, like, literal physical tracks?
Possibly, but not necessarily. I mean, you could track based on of scent or something, but you would have to have. Yes. That's all I'm saying is that no, you cannot sense her across the plains or anything.
Whataburger.
The last thing you all saw her doing was she got blasted back from the amplifier, and as Roland ran up to destroy it, she was still on the ground and got caught up
Can
in
I
all that.
investigate for tracks?
Uh,
Why you rolling?
there's footprints around, but there's not gonna. I mean, you.
Where did she fall? Where was she
the
laying?
same. She was like right next to Roland.
I want to go look in that area.
You see. Make a investigation check.
Her exact.
And I'll let you make it with advantage because you're tracking her.
Did you say
more or less.
investigation?
Yes.
I have advantage.
I'm giving
no.
you advantage already, so yes.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have-
yeah, yeah. No, that doesn't apply. Okay, okay. Shit balls. Hold on, I threw it across the room. 15.
15. You see where clearly someone was blasted back onto the ground. And that's it. That was the last thing she physically did in this room.
Roland, is this your butt cheek print?
Yeah, about 5 feet to the left of
Yeah.
that is Roland's.
Ass
Roland
print?
has like a perfect print on the ground in the dust.
I think she dematerialized.
Oh, well, problem solved.
I will say, other than Roland, everyone's tracks are going to look like that. Like they basically were lifted from that place where they fell or where they were standing.
But we all did teleport to the hole. What is it called?
The Void Harrow.
The Void
Harrow.
Heron.
Harrow.
we
Irony.
teleported to the Void Heroine, and then
Heroin?
maybe she did too. And then maybe she's.
He said he did not see her there. He told you that.
Oh, that's right.
I think Glacia probably protected her in the blast.
Yeah, and teleported her out.
All right. So you got the portal.
Let's-
They told you to do was think
Let's
of where to go.
So
just go back to
we'll turn back to Adarin. All right. We'll make a deal. You keep our names out of it. Keep the true star off our backs. Protect us. Let us investigate this our way in peace. And we won't blow the whistle.
My protection ends by not implicating you in this. Whatever you do after this is not my concern.
Fair enough.
If you run afoul of the true star again, I cannot help you.
You got a way we can contact you if we need it?
One of you can send, can't you?
And I.
You can if you learn the
Okay.
spell.
Do I have a book that has that?
You have like 2 spell books. I'd have to
Yeah.
look. I keep forgetting to send you that other spell book, but I know it doesn't have sending in it. No, but you could go buy a scroll of sending and
Fuck all
And-
that.
scribe it into your spell book.
Hey,
Hey, kid.
That shit.
Ugh, buy spells?
Gross.
Um,
You have any sending stones or anything?
Shannon Stones.
you know,
Let me hear about my
I came to fight people who were killing my people, and I just didn't bring a sending stone with me. You'll have to excuse me.
Alright, fine, asshole. You don't have to bring the attitude.
Bitch.
What a bitch.
I don't want to be seen with you again, so I'm going to teleport myself. And he begins to draw the runes. Like I said, your name will be in no way attached to this, but then we're done.
You got a deal.
And he teleports himself away. Alright.
Back to Flores.
Yeah.
Is that where we want to go?
Gross.
Let's see what the weather's like.
Randy
Like
showers!
our destination.
The weather in Flores.
Alright, roll a d6.
He's just screaming in the wall.
3.
3. You summon the orb and he's
Can't hear
I hear it.
This is so scary! Oh, it was just pure darkness and evil! It's... Oh, yeah, it's nice. The weather's fine. You gotta let me out!
as it blinks out.
Minerva, I think we gotta have a conversation about that.
He doesn't have a family.
He's lying.
Killed them myself.
Oh, I killed them a while ago.
I don't know if that makes it any better.
He's not really real.
Isn't he?
No. He just seems real.
Oh, so you just do that for effect.
Yeah. I
That's
have really
kinda
good sense of humor.
that's kinda macabre there, Minerva.
Macabre. What does that mean? I got a snack.
Just pulling a snack out of her bag.
Yeah.
Eating some hardtack right now.
Alright.
Jackson.
Back this place
What does that
sucks.
mean?
Back to Flores.
Where
My
specifically? Like, what's the place you picture walking through this portal into?
When Teddy and Pierre left, did they tell us what they were gonna do with the inn? Like while they were gone?
No, but I think they just would have locked it up. Put a sign out front.
How do y'all feel about using Pierre's as our secret base of operations for a little while?
Sure.
I feel
Did
like
you have ale?
not for you.
Just for me.
Just for Minerva. Back to Pierre's.
Before we walk through, I go over to the podium or wherever, and I grab some of that dust. And
Okay.
put it in my bag.
All right.
Do I have like a little vial or something? I put it in
I'd
a
say,
little vial.
yeah, you could just like scrape it off your finger into a vial. You have just a tiny
Rub
little
it on your
bit,
gums.
Okay.
and it seems
Doing
inert.
a Biss Coke.
Oh, it's just so good.
The little pulp of big Crazy as high, dude.
I see the void.
Your eyes go black.
It's like that scene from It Chapter 2 where he catches him in the balls of light.
Oh. All right, so yeah, you have a little bit of dust. You guys walk through. So you're opening a portal into the main room of Pierre's.
Yeah, like the main. Yeah.
Okay. You all step through, and as you step through, there are 3 people in there. A man
Uh-oh.
and 2 women. And as you step through, the guy's like, "Oh shit!" And, like, all of a sudden, a portal appears in the wall. And in an instant, as he screams that, his shield like extends from a brace along his forearm, and he holds it up, peeks over. What the fuck? Who the? And he like shoots the shield back into the brace. And you see now that the man is a human man with like sandy blonde hair that hangs, it's like shaggy, hangs down about to his jaw, with a big thick bushy beard. He's wearing just like a trench coat type of coat, but shorter, hangs down to about his knees. And you notice that in the hand that doesn't have like the brace with the shield, he's walking with a cane that he's kind of like resting his weight on. The other 2, one is also a human woman with like an olive complexion, dark long hair that it's just breasts like flat and straight and hangs down to her shoulder blades. Wearing, not armor, just wearing like typical like around the city clothes. And the third woman is a fairly large half-orc woman. And she is wearing like a traveling cloak as well, but you can see that she has armor on under it, and she is like leaning, like holding a spear with both hands, kind of like leaning against it. But as you come through into the tavern, she's holding it down by her side. And so the human man that you saw that had the shield on his forearm and a cane in the other hand.
What
We're
the
not supposed
fuck
to
are
be
y'all
here.
doing in Pierre's?
We're not supposed to be here, but I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to be here either.
We happen to be very good friends with the owner of this
We-
establishment.
Own this place.
Knox.
Oh, some good friends. So, let's say if someone were to come in and maybe do a little bit of violence, you'd rise to defend him.
Oh, god damn it. We don't have time for this. I just want to thaumaturgy my voice, just super demonic, and like draw out like the really fucked up greatsword that I used for a little while. Get the fuck out.
All right. Make an intimidation check.
Hetty is my bestie,
With guidance.
and she would
Thank
not like.
God. That is 16.
16.
Yep.
He doesn't really react a whole lot. You notice the smaller woman, the human woman, kind of like shrink back towards the bar a little bit. You guys are standing like where the tables are, and they're kind of standing between you and the front door. He doesn't really shy away a whole lot. All right, big fella, look, we just came to check some things out, and then y'all walked through a fucking portal in the wall. We just want to know what happened to our friend.
Friend.
Who's your friend?
Hard to miss. Tabaxi. Carries a ridiculous-looking weapon.
Who was Tabaxi again?
Tabaxi are the cat people.
That we killed and took the revolver from.
I have the gun.
Did he have this thing?
Minerva, you hear in your ear, "Be on guard, Minerva. This situation looks like it could go belly up at any moment."
I'd be like, shut the fuck up. In my head.
Just want to make sure you're aware.
Just randomly.
She's gonna have to clarify that every time in my head.
One day I'll say it out loud. You guys are just-
How would an empty, abandoned inn that's been closed down have any semblance of a trace of your friend? How does that make any sense at all?
You know, we just had a little bit of an inkling, but also our friend likes to take jobs solo every now and then, against my advice, but, you know, can't tell him what to do. Took a job with that crazy woman from the True Star, and, well, he told us he was coming here, so, you know, that more or less led us here.
It looked like.
We've been kind of just stopping by every day, but damn, it seems they just closed up shop. Right in the middle of the busy season, all the harvest coming in. Seems like a crazy time to close. And then y'all walk through a fucking portal in the wall. I feel like we might be in the right place.
What does it look like?
Oh, I don't know. He's a cat person. Yellowish fur. Dark brown spots.
Hey, you sack of shit, that's racist. There are a lot of cat people.
How many? Oh, I'm sorry. Have you run into several cat people in Flores?
Why, yes, I have.
All right, well, this one, as I described. Also, he carries
Training is in
a
order?
gun. Look, we're just.
What the hell's a gun?
It's something, whatever he calls his weapons. I don't know. They shoot like a crossbow, but shoots a little piece of metal. Look, I don't know who y'all are, but y'all walked through a portal into a bar while we just happen to be here.
And y'all are breaking in.
Your point? We're looking for our friend. That's all I want to know. If you
He's
know where he
obviously
is,
not here.
Thank you, Knox. He's obviously not here, so get the fuck out.
If I see a cat person, I will call you. Until then, fuck off.
so y'all didn't have anything to do with
Knox, don't say
with
that.
the job that he was taking here in the bar.
We don't even know who you're talking about, much less whatever
What?
job this
No.
person took.
Make a persuasion check, and DC is a little lower since you did pretty well in that intimidation check.
I've been in battle after battle. A cookie.
Hopefully with some guidance.
Fucking
Guidance.
Is anything I'm
Sometimes
saying
I get
helping him?
prepared.
Yeah, nope, didn't help. 12.
12? It wasn't a super high DC.
If you give me
He looks over the 6 of you, and you guys may have cleaned up a little, but you also still look like a super powerful magical device just blew up in your faces.
I need a pizza and I need a shower.
I don't know who y'all are,
Oh my god.
but look, we're just looking for our friend. If you see a tabaxi that matches that description, you can find us at the Broken Trident over in the port. We're just trying to find him.
If we see a tabaxi carrying something that shoots metal like a crossbow, we will come to the
I don't
broken
even know what
trident
that
and
would
tell
look
you.
like.
You will be the first one we tell.
I will come straight there. Please leave.
You're making my cousin uncomfortable. You see, she's starting to have a panic attack.
All right.
She has
Okay.
low blood sugar. She really needs her food.
You've repeated yourself 3 times.
He turns to the two
I don't have a
ladies.
cat.
He begins to walk out.
She's having delusion.
She's mildly
gone
autistic,
too
and
long
you're really
without-
triggering her.
I've never seen a cat.
He turns and walks, and the smaller woman, the human woman, kind of watches you all for a second with a strange look on her face, and she turns and follows them, and they walk out of the door that they seem to have jimmied, the front door. Alright, and you're alone in the dark interior of Pierre's after they leave.
First thing, I walk over and I lock the front door.
Okay.
Is there blinds on the windows? Or shutters?
There are shutters.
Okay.
You
I
can shutter them.
Yeah, we'll make sure those are all closed.
Want to find a snack.
What are the odds that we come back here and at a place that's supposed to be empty, we find the people who were looking for the guy that we killed and stole his weird fucking weapon?
Should I
Great.
follow him?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I could follow.
No.
I could track. I'm good at tracking.
What? We got bigger things to worry about right now.
I've tracked.
A snack.
Yeah, does anybody want a drink?
I've tracked people.
I don't typically drink, but goddamn, I think we need something.
There are the several barrels still lined up behind the bar with a couple of taps.
I go get the drinks for everybody, and I get one too. And
I grab hers and pull it away.
hide it. I hide it.
Hide it!
Fuck off!
Why are you hiding it?
Yeah.
One glass
I get theirs. I get theirs. I go over. I set them down, and then I grab one and I run away and find the bar and I drink it.
Running away, drinking it.
Spilling it all over.
Yes, I double fist that shit. Sounded weird.
All right. We gotta talk about the angel in the room. Astaire, who is that?
Listen, I don't know of him well. I've just seen him before.
Insight check.
Seen him naked.
Sure.
Getting that angel dick.
Will you chill with the horny angel jokes?
I rolled a 19.
Damn.
You're the one who had a fucking 8-pack. It's your fault. He's 10 feet tall with an 8-pack. What do you expect from me, Cody?
You can just say if you think Minerva should or should not believe you, based if that's true or not. Like, you don't have to say whether it's true. Just with that high of a roll, if you think, like, would she see through it, or do you seem to be honest?
You can tell there's a truth to it, but there might be something more there.
He knew you instantly by looking at you. He knew exactly who you were immediately.
That doesn't mean I know who he is.
Well, what do you know about him?
The history is too long, and it's unimportant.
I think it's
I
good.
feel like it might be.
It's not. It's not.
Come on.
The story that I'm a part of is not important.
So you
Hello.
dated.
You know what
No.
how he likes eggs in the morning.
Knox, where did you learn that?
I heard it at a tavern. I don't know what it means.
Whether or not Astyr has laid with an angel is not the
Right?
not the
What does that
Played
mean?
with an angel.
that is not the focus of this
Band-aid.
conversation.
Laid like the
Who
Hawaiian
is he?
thing. What does that
And
mean?
Why did he come to help us?
What does that mean?
Oh, I'm sorry. Really quick, I meant to tell you guys in the beginning. I misspoke last session when I said that, Roland, you saw something as you were destroying the abyssal shard, the shard of the abyss. You saw the appearance of someone watching through the leaves. What I said you saw that like 3 eyes, like 2 eyes and then 1. That's the wrong. I misspoke. You saw 2 eyes and like a glowing like starburst symbol above and between the eyes, which is partially the symbol of Mistra, that starburst. So you would know Mistra. Like Mistra is like wizards who care about that kind of thing would worship Mistra, since she tends the weave. So, and then you also know that the solar that arrived was her herald.
Okay.
Just
Astyr, you gotta give us something. How do you know the herald of one of the gods?
I had an unfortunate interaction with him one time.
You had an unfortunate
So
interaction
you
with a
did
god.
date him.
I did not date him.
Can I?
Gods.
One night stand kind of thing?
Well, just tell us the story.
No, the story's irrelevant. I'm telling you.
I feel like
Well-
one night instead would have been a last night.
Either way, now we have to know the story, even if it's irrelevant. So, might as well tell us.
I don't typically want to pry into people's business, but honestly,
Did you or did you
with
not?
where we are right now, even the most insignificant information could be helpful down the line.
the party trying to get Istyr's backstory.
Open up, damn it!
Can we use the what's it called? Wait, can we use the wait, where am I now? Wait, hold on. Wait.
What could
Can
it
we use
possibly
this?
be? I don't even know what you're about to say.
Did I put the tribe of opening on her fucking head?
Oh, so bear your soul to us.
Unlock your
Not long to
secrets.
give that
I'm
joke.
sorry. I can do a lot of things as the DM, but I can't make her tell you her backstory.
Can I roll a tell me your fucking
No.
backstory check?
Wait, so does everybody knows that he's a herald, or?
He said
Oh,
that
yeah.
he's herald.
Okay, that's what I thought. I swear on this godforsaken form that I'm in that
Form that you're in.
Form.
I know as
Oh.
much about him as you do. Okay? He knows more about me than I know about him.
Well, what does he know about you that you don't want to tell us?
Wait, so this isn't what you normally look like?
Are
No.
you also 10 feet tall?
No, it's not. As a matter of fact, I don't want to be here at all.
You don't like us
What?
now?
Can I see it?
If I could go back to it, I would in a heartbeat.
Can you show me? Can you show it to me?
So you're stuck as a human, but you're an angel?
You're an angel?
Wait, so you're like
Oh, mommy.
you're
You're
like him?
We're not on the same level, but
What
I
happened?
guess we come from
Nice.
a same place.
Can I
So-
see it?
You lost your halo? Like,
Can you do the thing?
I
Do the
cannot
roar.
do the thing. If I could do the thing, I would not be here anymore.
So why are you here?
You don't like us?
What's the song?
Music.
You could probably just put some like calm music on.
Yeah, I was literally about to.
Nox pulls out a cowbell.
The chime. Use all 10 cards.
Oh,
Every rock on the block is just opening.
Listen, I'm here to try and do right. Okay?
So you did wrong.
I can't give you more
You've done
than that
wrong?
right now. No, I don't believe that I did wrong.
So what do they believe you did wrong?
Who knows what they fucking believe about me?
Are angels
I'm
supposed to
tired
swear?
of thinking about what they think
Angel's
about me.
supposed to swear.
Who is they?
I'm not an angel.
Then what are you? If you're not an angel.
It doesn't matter what I am.
All right, I think we're going around in circles here. Does
She
anybody
crossed her arms.
have any information that we can act on? Because it just kind of hit me that up to this point, we've been chasing leads. And I think this might be the first time that we don't really have one.
Do I feel any, do I feel her?
That's not how it works. And no, you would not be able to track her.
I'm just...
Can I roll to feel her?
I mean, technically, you do. You can
You.
sense her in this room because she was in this room. You can pick up her scent, but that's about it. But you know her scent.
Where she's...
So
I know her scent. Okay. I want to keep an eye out for her scent.
okay, I'll keep that in mind.
A nose out.
Mm-hmm. Anyways,
Sorry.
What do we even do now? I mean, the amulet's destroyed, thank God. So, I mean, mission accomplished there. But, I mean, we still got this whole Bloodstorm shit. The wherever Karana went off to, because she's definitely not dead. Whatever Glacia's trying to work on. Like, I mean, there's so much going on, but at the same time, like, where do we start?
I will. Little friendly reminder because it's been a long time. You spoke to Will, and he told you to come find him when you were back in the city.
What about
We
that
start with
Will
going to
guy?
find Will. We start there.
He was, he's part of the Mistran Fellowship, right?
Mhm.
I actually was just thinking about Christopher Wood.
Same place. So
Yeah.
So should we like rest or something, and then?
Yeah, honestly, I'm not feeling too great. A sleep could probably do us some good. And since apparently there's people breaking into this place, we might want to do watches.
Nah.
you guys are
I
taking. You guys are taking a
I
short
have
rest.
to nap.
You're taking a short rest because it's still like 12. Like it's like
Oh, shit.
daytime.
Oof.
You guys. Remember, you guys woke up.
Super long rest.
Traveled for like an hour and a half back to the dig site, fought there, and then went down to the ruins. So
Oh.
at most, all that would have taken. So I'd say it's like early afternoon.
Definitely a short rest then.
Nap
Please.
time.
So you guys have your drinks. I'm sure you can scrounge up some food in the kitchen that was left behind, and relax in the quiet, dark tap room
Right.
of Pierre's.
I drink about 8 ales.
Do you actually drink 8 ales?
You are gonna fucking die of alcohol poisoning.
You're drinking 8 ales?
Yes.
Alright, make a constitution save. Just under the tap.
She just opened the whole barrel into her mouth.
You said Constitution
Save.
save? Okay.
Mhm.
10.
Oh, wow. 10?
Yeah.
That is exactly what you needed to not. Well, actually, you drank. How many drinks did you drink?
8.
I think when you drink 4 drinks, it's a 10 on a Constitution save. You doubled that. Nah, you're drunk. Yeah, you're drunk. You have disadvantage on saving throws, skill checks, and attack rolls.
I really like
Day
Sky
drunk.
Daddy. He was nice. He's the first man I've ever seen.
All right, so are you guys going across the city to the theater?
Yeah, but we're leaving Knox.
Yeah. Letting her pass the fuck out in Teddy's room.
She's
Hey,
taking an
dear.
extra long rest.
Tell me the truth. Is he good? Is he good? You know what I mean? Am I
Nox,
winking?
Nox, you don't even know what you mean.
Am I winking?
You're just peeing down your leg. Am I winking?
All right, so are you guys going to the Crown Theater?
Yep.
Jesus Christ. Okay. All right. So Minerva already saw the weather. It's going to be a nice day all day today. Maybe some clouds rolling in late, but Randy showed you it's going to be pretty nice. So it's a nice hot day in the city. Make your way across to Bluffview, to the familiar facade of the Crown Theater with its ticket box and the where do they put like the names of what is it called?
Marquee.
Marquee, with the marquee and the huge crown relief above it. It's midday, so they're not really open, but as you've seen every other time you've been, there is a youngish teenager, maybe late teens girl sitting in the ticket booth, just reading her book, completely absorbed in a book, ignoring everything going on around her.
Hey, is Christopher Wood here?
She just, without even skipping a beat, she just gestures over towards the front door.
Pleasure as always.
Mm-hmm. Flips her book.
What you reading?
A book.
What's it about?
And she puts her bookmark in it and looks up. Do you really want to know?
Yeah.
Why did that sound like Ariana Grande?
Yeah. Yeah.
Please don't get us started.
It's about a
Yeah.
girl who lives in a
Yeah.
seaside city,
Yeah.
and a famous lost warrior is resurrected, and he comes and she finds him and he's hurt, and she nurses him back to health, and they fall in love. Basically, that's what's happened so far.
That's the whole book.
What's it called?
I,
Do you
Tusk-
have some
Tusk Love
parchment
2.
and quill?
I
I
don't know. Just you can come up with the title.
I
if you're
gotta
really
get
clear.
this down.
Oh, don't give her that power.
I am. This is the one time where I'll let Emily use her powers for evil.
Oh, no.
Hold on, I gotta write down the book name. Hold on. Hold on.
Okay.
She's gonna illustrate the whole cover.
And the cover is one of those like cheesy, like painting types where it's like the man like holding the woman and they're like standing by a cliff and his cloak is like blowing in the wind.
Does it look like this?
What is wrong with you?
I knew you were gonna do
You,
that.
are you 12? A 12-year-old boy?
God damn
All right,
it.
cool. The front door of the Crown Theater is unlocked. You go in?
Yes.
Okay. So, to the right is... you guys haven't actually been to Christopher Wood's office, have you?
Yeah, because he
Yeah,
had
we
all,
did.
like, the Fae stuff in there. That was where he teleported us from.
That's right. Okay, so his office is to the right. The theater entrance is obviously straight ahead to go to the box. Are you guys going to see him, or are you going straight to the Mistral Fellowship?
Well, Scott, is he in his office?
The door's closed right now.
We'll knock.
Yeah.
Okay. One moment. You hear someone walking over, and he opens the door a little. Like, oh, it's you. You know, I was expecting a call. I thought I was supposed to bring you back. And he opens the door fully, and sitting on his shoulders is a creature about the size of a cat. But instead of fur, it has brilliant pink and purple, like iridescent scales, and folded wings, and a pointed tail that is just kind of drooping and like flicking.
A pseudo dragon?
Resting on his shoulder.
Dragon.
It's a fairy dragon. Minerva, you recognize. Where instead of like the bat-like wings, it has like butterfly wings, but it's small. It's like you know that they can grow to be bigger, but they're not dragon size. This one is about the size of a cat.
Minerva's gonna like ignore Christopher Wood and just like float up to the little dragon and just kind of be.
Same.
Well, it can speak. So when you do that, it was like kind of curled up, like resting on his shoulder with his head like on his shoulder right there. And as you move up to pet it, it stretches its neck like, oh, that is lovely. And it looks and it opens like big, like luminous, purple eyes. Oh, hello. A fairy. Do you see, Christopher? A fairy. You didn't tell me we had a new fairy friend. Nuzzles her dragon head up against you.
I'm here too.
Yes, a human, but a fairy. How wonderful! And she gets up on his shoulders, stretches,
Back.
and she slinks off of his shoulder onto your shoulder, Minerva, and she's like weightless. And he's like, all right, Amy, be nice. These are all my friends, after all.
Amy.
I didn't name her. She picked the name.
Oh, it's a good name.
We were really going for like a typical material plane names to blend in. She can change into a cat when others are here. She takes that form to stay hidden, but I thought you might appreciate it. And she's like kind of like kneading into your shoulders. It's like she smells. Yes. You smell like home. And she looks at you. She curls up around you and looks up at your face. Would you like to have a lovely day?
Yes.
Okay. And she blows into your face, and what you all see is a puff of like glittery gas, like air. It just blasts you in the face, Minerva. I gotta look up something. You gotta roll something for me, but I can't remember exactly what it is.
One.
Yeah, one second.
Minerva's
Gotta
gonna
use my-
be tripping balls the rest of the day.
It's payback for all my dick jokes, isn't it, Cody? I don't get to play with the fairy dragon.
You're drunk.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. You are still drunk.
I need you to roll a d6.
5.
5. The second you breathe it in, you guys all see Minerva's eyes, like pupils blow, and just instantly you float a little higher, and you are in total. It's her euphoria breath, which you have experienced, and you are experiencing total euphoria, essentially. But she caught you with such a concentrated blast directly to your face that you basically just like can't move. You're just like just floating in the air.
I'm still floating. I was like, did I just fall to the...
No, you're not like paralyzed. You don't really want to move or do anything, but other than just enjoy it.
I'm just gonna pet Amy.
Okay, and she kind of purrs like cat-like, but like deeper. So I assume you're all. How did you get? Please come in and sit down. And he gestures you into his office, which you've seen, and he snaps and boom, 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 like more chairs pop up for you all to be able to sit. And he walks over to his side of the desk, and and Amy is looking at you, Minerva. Make a wisdom saving throw.
15.
15. It passes. You can move. You still feel great, but you are now free to move. And she says, "It was so good to see a kin." And then she, like, just kind of gently floats across the room back to his shoulder. He's like, "We have some business to do, darling. Why don't you entertain yourself?" And she, all right. And she floats to his like room that's behind his office, and she's around the corner. So I told you all you were awaiting me to pick you up. How did you get back to the city?
Well,
Why? Hold on. Why are you so sad? Oh, look, Amy doesn't. We don't get to go home very often, so she doesn't get to see her own kind. You have to understand. It was a surprise for her as well.
When I see the dragon.
She's right there. You can go look if it bothers you that much. You look and she's like pooping. She looks. Don't look at me.
it's like rainbow soft serve.
Ew.
I sneak in there later and eat it.
Oh, you saw more than you should have, didn't you?
Rosie, you.
Tastes like cotton candy.
So
I love
please tell me
you.
what happened. You're all right.
Would you believe us if we told you that we got teleported back here by an angel?
Angel Daddy.
You know, I have lived many lifetimes in this plane and in my own. So would I believe it? Sure. I've seen lots of insane things happen over the years.
I'm sure.
I would love to hear more about that, though. An angel came to save you.
Yeah, apparently he was the herald of Mistra herself. Yeah, so
All right.
we're pretty sure Astyr banged him, but we're still a little unclear on that part. But
We'll come back to that.
yeah.
You people are just so fascinating.
So we keep being told.
You know, I don't think I've personally met anyone who has interacted with an angel. What type of angel? Now you see, there's a whole society, a strata of angels. What type?
He was called the Herald of Kumar, I think.
No, I get he's the herald of Mistra. That's all fine and dandy. Oh, that would make him a solar. Do you understand that all of you met probably the closest thing to a god that any of you will. Well, hold on, but you said that did you sleep with him? You slept with.
No. They've. I don't even know. They decided this whole story that I slept with this creature.
Well, she has history.
Why are you denying it? That's what I want to know. If other people are making up a story that you have slept with an angel, that seems perfectly fine to allow that to go.
That's kind of my point. Like, I mean, I'm not one to kiss and tell, but like, if I had sex with an angel, I wouldn't be hiding it.
But seriously, though, you people repelled a demonic invasion. You've discovered this whole plot, which Will told me some. And now you've fought an. Was the Archmagus there? We knew, we tracked her. She left the city. We were worried about you, but.
Yeah, oh boy, was she. Well, she tried to activate the amulet.
As one does when they possess an evil amulet, yes.
Yeah, she did activate the amulet. we met Inversell.
Huh?
He looks like just
Shit.
Scary.
the most horrible kind of shit you can imagine. One big eye, all sorts of tentacles. It's real gross. He told us to overload it if we wanted to destroy it. So Roland grabbed some weave and hit it with a fireball, and it blew up. And
Grab some weave.
I mean,
The weave.
he
Dust.
he could tell it better than I can. He did it, but
No, that was a boost test.
Oh. We've met a few times now, so don't answer this in the most literal sense, but who the hell are you people? This is truly fascinating.
honestly, I think
We're
we're trying to figure that out day by day too.
We're practically gods.
What? Wait,
That's
so
our
what,
team name.
what happened to the Archmagus? Did you
Practically
defeated
gods.
Team name, Practically Gods.
Team PG?
Well, she's MIA, probably in the abyss, but
No.
to be determined.
That is concerning.
Yeah, it really is.
She was able to activate the amulet, though. That's not good.
She activated it. She was about to do whatever she was trying to do, whatever Glacia wanted her to do. Roland pulled a strand of the weave, several strands. I don't know. Blew the thing to hell.
You did this. Was it you're immortal? So the Archmagus activated the amulet. You overpowered it, then destroyed it by using the weave. That's like, using.
Practically God stuff.
That's like using the sun to destroy a planet. Like, do you understand? Like, in all seriousness, she's gone. You know not where. The amulet is destroyed, though.
Disintegrated.
That
Roll-
is some comfort, at least.
Roland blew it up, and we saw all sorts of visions, and we got blasted into some place that even the solar was afraid of, and it was just complete pitch blackness. The void harrow,
Yes.
void arrow,
It's
something.
cold.
I know little of that, but
He said we weren't even supposed
saw
to
vision.
know of
So
its
you saw
existence.
vision.
Yeah, we saw creation and primordials fighting and somebody with a hammer falling. It was,
You saw the creation.
Yep.
There was light and there was dark. And then there was everything.
Damn. I don't know what to think.
I mean, do you know what that means?
This being with the hammer, what happened to him in these visions?
He fell? I don't remember much else.
Hmm.
There was a lot going on all at once.
I'm gonna have him roll for something really quick. Oh, okay. He sits back. What are your next steps?
This.
I need to speak to someone. Give me some time.
Are you
It's
going to tell us who?
No, I'm not. But I do know that Mr. Telleru, William, he did want to speak to you. He was anxiously awaiting your return. He bothered me 3 times today already, asking if I had heard from you.
I guess
So I'm just going to speak to him.
I do kind of owe him an apology.
When did I see that those eyeballs or whatever?
As you were pulling from the weave as you were doing your Arcana check, basically to like destroy it, is when you saw is represented as like the eyes, but as far as you could tell, that was Mistra herself.
Okay. And
Or at
Christopher
least-
Wood is part of Mistran Fellowship, right?
You can ask them if you want to know like exactly what that means.
Okay, yeah.
But yes, it is the same Mistra.
Okay.
Yes. All right.
So I described that I'd say exactly what happened to Chris.
First off, you people have seen more than likely any mortal alive will ever see. So, lucky or unlucky.
Yes.
Or unlucky, depending on how you want to look at it. I might be able to get more answers for you. Is there anything else that I should know?
We made a deal with a Darin.
That is your prerogative. I'm sure you did what was best. I've known you all only very briefly, but you seemed like all the type that would make the decision for the best of everyone. So you don't have to explain yourselves to me. But if there's any more of anything of divine origin or abyssal origin that I should know of, that you for whatever reason thought it wasn't worth sharing, it might be the time. Let's just say I'm going to make a call. It's a very long distance call, and it will be very taxing. So I don't want to have to make it again. If you understand.
Am I leaving anything out?
I think we pretty much told him everything important.
I mean, if you told him about all the visions that you saw, and
Yeah.
you've talked multiple times before, just want to make sure there wasn't anything else that you guys wanted to ask him or have him ask, basically. Anything you want to know? Anything else that you think would be useful that is relevant?
This long distance call that you're making, this person, would they be able to find Glacia? Or not Glacia, Karana?
If she is still intact and alive, it's possible. But not here.
What do you mean?
You've seen, I have a significant amount of power. I am blessed with it. But the power that I wield on this plane is but a shadow of what I am truly capable of. So, yes, it is possible if she is alive and toying with an archdevil's plaything. But it is possible. Go speak to Will. I have some work to do. And he goes ahead and goes up to his shelves and starts sorting through. You had seen him pull out like the jars of like paint. And you see him like sorting through those, and he begins to draw with a paintbrush, begins to draw runes all over his arms in like a shimmery green paint. I promise I'll be here when you're done.
Thank you, Christopher. You've been very helpful.
Alright. You guys want to take a short break before you go speak to the Mistran folks?
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, yeah, let's just take a short one. When everyone's back, we'll get started, so.
Cool.
Do what you need.
Okay.
What are you doing, Dee? What? What are you doing, Dee? What? What? What are you doing, Hopkins? What? What?
What are you eating?
When am I not eating a parfait?
I don't know.
I'm out of berries, though.
So it's just yogurt and granola?
I didn't think to buy some at the store because I was so focused on dinner for tomorrow and the pumpkin stuff that I, like, one-track mind. And I was like, shit. Because I was like, I'll have plenty of time next week to go get groceries. So I wasn't really worried about that. And then I forgot about it.
I haven't made one in a really long time. I'll bring the yogurt, granola, and berries that I have left for you. You can have them.
Yeah, I've gotten to the point where I eat like a pretty small dinner, and then like this will be my snack close to bedtime.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight I only had a can of soup because I didn't get home till like 7:10.
Damn.
So I was rushing. So like after this, I'm gonna gobble up the rest of my rotisserie. Voices.
There's ghosts in that Airbnb.
Voices.
You guys want to see this crazy art studio this lady has in her Airbnb?
Yeah, we can see, like, what was on the camera, but yeah.
So, she has this, like, bar right here, and it's just, like, tons of brushes and paints. Like, look at all the paints
Good lord.
and brushes there. And then she's got, like, these big tables where she does, like, in-person classes.
Huh.
It's all doing it in reverse. It's hard. That's where I'm sitting.
But
But
that's a nice fireplace.
yeah, and it was
It's
set
kept
on
turning.
accidentally, so it kept turning itself on.
I had to message the lady and be like, "How do we turn this off?"
What's the weather like up there?
It was
Same.
warm today.
It's like maybe 2 degrees cooler here than it was at home.
Does she have like a YouTube channel? Like, does she make
You can look her
videos?
up. She has a website.
Huh.
Alina Hennessy is her name. She's like a legit, like, professional artist.
That's really cool.
Sells her paintings, like prints of her paintings, for a lot of money.
Wow.
So it's just weird. We thought it was just like every other Airbnb, where it's just like a cabin that someone owns that they rent out for the income. But I think she, like, lives
I
here.
think she lives here, like, part-time.
I mean, with that many art, like, works and all those paints and stuff, it makes sense.
Mhm. This house is nice.
Looks nice.
It is nice.
There's a hot tub. We're getting a hot tub after this session.
If it'll ever warm up.
Yeah, it's only taken 8 hours.
Ooh.
It's not a nice hot tub.
But it's there.
I don't want to spoil anything, but Gabby, just to remind you that you do have some extra information. Just in case you need to nudge, in case you guys need a nudge in the right direction of what to do next.
Well.
Let me see.
So you did fuck the angel.
Yes.
Speaking of paintings, I just sent one to the meme channel. This is where Aaron's staying right now, the dog sit.
Where is that?
It's at her boss's house.
That's really creepy.
It is really creepy.
Yeah.
Is it a clown and a
Yeah.
carousel?
Yeah. And then
And-
she sent me a picture of her with a clown filter on, and she's like, I am a clown now.
The clown
get you.
now.
Join us.
That carousel looks like a bunch of horses in like a pool of blood.
Carousel from hell.
It was so weird.
Yeah, it's pretty creepy.
Ugh.
Hey guys, we're playing on a Thursday, like we're Critical Role. I just realized that.
Hey.
Yeah.
Is it Thursday yet?
Just for shits and giggles, I just rolled 3 more d20s to see what would happen. 3, 6, 8, 10. Why
You roll
can't
pretty good in combat, at least. Typically.
Sometimes. I don't get it.
Alright, so you guys leave Christopher Wood's office and go down into the Mystery Fellowship's headquarters. You guys know how to get there now. It's the nice box seats that and shunts you into a different pocket dimension where they are currently in hiding. And no one's there right now. I would say this time of day they're probably done with classes, so the kids are all just kind of. Some of the kids are in like the library, which, if you guys remember, this whole pocket dimension is just this building essentially, and it's a center like atrium type room with several hallways all branching off like star shaped. But in between 2 of the hallways is the library, and you see 6, 7 students in there reading books, transcribing stuff down onto parchment, and a couple of students who are, moving from hallway to hallway when you appear.
Do we know where Will would be? Or have any idea where he'd be?
You have been to his office. I think Karis took you there for a moment. Or you know where her office is, too. They're pretty much right next to each other. So yeah, you know where their offices are.
I guess we'll head over to his office.
Okay. The door is ajar, so you can walk right in. And upon seeing you, he looks up at all of you. To be honest, I didn't expect to see all of you so soon, but you're standing here in front of me, so I'm guessing everything went all right.
Well, we're not dead, if that's what you mean by all right.
The world didn't end, so
There's that.
That's all you can ask, one day at a time, not letting the world end.
Yet.
I guess we'll tell him the whole
Yeah.
story.
Okay.
Fast forward.
All right, well, I'll keep my eyes peeled for traces of Corona. Did you also tell him about the stuff with the Darin?
Darling.
I don't see why not.
Hi, Poopy.
For what it's worth, I don't see how you had any other choice. Trust me, being a fugitive from the True Star is no way to live. She's so goofy, and she's clean.
What is she doing?
She's so
Hi,
intense.
darling.
she's sitting in my lap, but the iPad's right there, so she's just looking at everybody.
Valley.
Valley.
Allie.
Where's Ayla?
Oh.
Allie.
Where's Ayla?
Oof.
Where's the
Allie.
kitties?
So
We
he,
appreciate that. It's we weren't really fans of playing into what the true star wants, but like you said, didn't really see much other choice.
yeah, sometimes the devil you know is better, right? So I don't know what gods your parents spat on, like whose temples they spat on, or what who they desecrated, but
Our
well,
parents.
about that. This doesn't come naturally to me, but I did want to apologize for
No.
look, y'all rescued me, y'all rescued my students, and I am eternally grateful. And I showed it in a probably not the right way. I mean, maybe you needed to hear some of that.
Well, it's you. I wanted to apologize to you for the way I acted. I was not myself, and that was a lot of information to take in. And I'm sorry for if I made you feel uncomfortable or.
I owe you my life, so it's fine. It's there in the past. But I did. Well, I got back here and spoke to Karis and told her how things went, and she made me feel real bad. And I want to make it up to you a little bit. One thing I'll show you later, but for you, Knox, did a little research last night. I couldn't sleep. Being in that cage and all of a sudden being back home and in my bed, I don't know. But I did some reading into people who've dealt with your situation.
You have to be more specific. I got a lot of situations.
You said you don't remember anything, right?
Oh yeah, that.
Or a certain point?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying I can snap my fingers and bring everything back to you, but I might be able to help a little. Help you remember some things.
Okay.
I've been, and he moves some papers and grabs a spell book and he holds it up, and I mean it's just a mess of math, basically, and runes and stuff.
Doctor's handwriting?
I prepared this on the off chance that, on the chance that I would see you today. If you want, I can try. No promises, but, well, not knowing who you are is, it's not fair. So, if you would allow me, I would like to repay at least some of what I owe you. Worth a shot.
Okay. What do you have to do?
This isn't gonna hurt her or anything, right?
No, it's just taking a.
Will it affect it that I just drank a little bit?
Actually, it might help. Make you a little more pliable. Make your mind a little more pliable.
I'm ready.
Are you sure? I mean, you're sure about this? I there's no guarantees. One, that I'll find anything, and there's definitely no guarantee that you'll like. Look, I'm being serious with you. I spotted the armor last night, and well,
Oh, fine.
there's a reason.
Right.
And I don't know if this is true, but there's. Let's just say, Shar is no stranger to keeping her own people in the dark. It's how she operates. It's how anyone who follows her tends to operate. Maybe we can shine a little light on some of that dark. So.
Okay.
Well, before that, was there anything else y'all need to ask me? I mean,
How do I
y'all
need
went through hell. I don't want to drag it. I don't want to drag you around. I think you know your work's not done.
Oh, we know.
You mentioned a journal that you got off of some of the followers of this bloodstorm. Do you have that?
Does Roland have it?
I don't know who hasn't.
I don't remember.
Let's see. I believe that Roland was the one who was reading through it originally. So we can just say that you still have it. One of you still has it, if you want to give it to him.
Yeah, sure.
And I'll just remind you that a lot of what the rough outline of what you read in that, it was written from just one of the brothers' perspective. It was his journal. They were priests in the northeast of the continent, in a city called Zalivsto, and they felt called to a pilgrimage to the city of Bardenham, which is a city almost directly north of Florus that is the supposed ancestral home of the god Barden. They were called to make a pilgrimage there. Anyone who was followed Barden, they can make a pilgrimage there to see his home. They were called to make a pilgrimage there, and then that's when the journal became crazy, and the writing got really nuts, and there was sketches, and that's when you start seeing mentions of the Bloodstorm. And then it picked up sometime later, and they were on the trail of the amulet because the Bloodstorm told them to. So that was what's basically in that. So you hand that to him. I just curiosity gets the better of me. I'd like to take a look through this. I'll give it back. I don't know. I think Karana has her business. I think they cross paths, as far as I can tell. Or maybe... I just can't for the life of me think of why Glacia would want to go to the Abyss. The Hells have been at war with the Abyss for as long as they both existed. So, that scares me a bit. But I think, for now, until she shows her face again, until Karana shows her face again, I think this is the direction you need to go, holding up the journal. If her path crossed this Bloodstorm, these cultists, I wouldn't be surprised if she crosses that path again. And if you can be ahead of her this time, seems important.
Good point.
I promised you that when you were done with all this that I would answer any questions, and I plan to repay it in other ways too, like I said, but if you have any questions, now's the time to ask. This fly has been tormenting me the entire time.
Anything you guys can think of?
It's not a big deal. I'm not just gonna disappear tomorrow if I don't answer your questions now. You can always just reach out.
Thank you, Will. I think right now, getting
You got a lot
memories back.
You got a lot thrown at you. I understand. Let's try it. I need Kars's help. He sticks his head. He walks to the door, and I will say that you guys noticed that he had looked. He's not a young guy, maybe 40s, 50s. Already in just a day, he does look a lot better, though. He doesn't look he very much looked like a 55-year-old man before. Now, he is a wizard. Doesn't look quite as bad. Still moving a little slow. But he sticks his head out the door and calls to her, and she comes shuffling in, and she is the Genasi woman. Like dark blue skin, light, almost white hair that she has braided back behind her. All right, time to poke around in your brain. I'm just kidding. I'm just going to help. I'm going, just to warn you, just so you know what's going to happen. I'm going to read your thoughts. So anything that you're thinking right now, I will see that. So, don't think about anything too personal, maybe. And then we'll try to remove some of the roadblocks.
Okay.
Now might not be the best time for that. There
I'm
was
ready.
What did you say? Oh, God! Why is it so big? And glowing!
I don't know.
I thought the angel was 10 feet
No.
tall.
So weird that that's
talking,
in there.
a third figure enters the room, and it is that glass orb you saw floating on a mage hand. Professor Eugene. He's like, oh, I do love good show of magic in the mind. I'm just spectating, don't mind me. Just
Okay.
silently in the corner of the room on a mage hand. He Will does drag like his big leather high backed chair around. All right, I want you to sit in this because I want you to be comfortable because I don't know if you're gonna lose consciousness or not. You shouldn't.
Okay.
I'll
Ready.
go
I
up.
sit cross-legged.
I'll go up next to her and hold her hand.
Sit cross-legged.
As Karis stands on either side of you, stands behind you and puts her hands. She puts her hands on your shoulders. God, I couldn't get that out. Are you sure about this? This is your mind. Should be your own. You so wish it.
I don't even have anything. So, memory.
Hopefully that won't be true after this.
Okay.
All right. He points at Karis and she mutters the incantation. And at first you don't feel much. I have to say it because it's the only way, but I know what you're going to say. All right, I'm going deeper. I'm
ready.
laughing at your dumb joke.
I've prepared myself.
Try not to resist.
I will.
All right, so what does she see? What are the thoughts that come to the surface as she gazes into your mind?
Thoughts?
Mm-hmm. Thoughts. Yes,
Thoughts?
thoughts. She's detecting your
No, I mean,
thoughts.
but like images, like memories, like
It can
just.
be, if that's what you're thinking of in the moment.
Would this be stuff she doesn't remember?
No, this would be stuff you remember.
Oh, okay. That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta turn that bitch down because it's loud as fuck. Hold on, let me turn her. Okay. Sorry, I had to turn it down. Okay. So, I mean, the first thing it would probably just be, the moment she met Taryn, it'd be his face, and then it would flash through, moments she's had with each of the, group members since they've met, cute moments that she really liked, and then it would be Taryn's face again, and then it would be, blood and bodies, and then it would be Taryn's face again.
Okay.
And then it would be...
As she sees the blood, there it is. You knew her before she was like this. To you, Taryn. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, she's my adopted but cousin. I've known her since she was a little girl, but she went missing a long time.
Okay. Relax. And she pushes, and it's just blood. 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 It's like hitting a wall. She looks up at Will. Okay. Try it. and you feel another presence in your mind as he projects his will. Will projects his will into your mind as well. And there's nothing. You guys are watching him, and he's just like concentrating and like thinking and kind of muttering incantations under his breath to himself. And the blood runs into darkness and flowing water. No longer blood, but now flowing water, dark, somewhere below. You hear it. You don't see it, but you hear this water flowing. You're standing on the top of a hill, a grassy, gently sloping hill. Behind you seems to be a steeper drop off into wherever that water is, somewhere below you. It's dark. No moon in the sky. Some stars. You see lights at various points in the distance, but nothing particularly close. Just the sound of the rushing water below, the light nighttime breeze, and a man standing in front of you, wearing just a simple shirt, like a simple white shirt with his sleeves rolled up, like workers' pants and boots, but wielding a sword. The sword is glowing with magical light, and he's holding it in both hands and looking at you and breathing heavy. And you can see that this man, you can smell this man, you can smell the blood, the fear, and you can see his face. He's not a young man, probably older than Will, appears to be human. Maybe, really starting to see the gray streak throughout. Close cropped beard. You see a cut down one cheek. You see some spots where his shirt has been torn, but you see him standing in front of you, and you are charging now towards him. No weapons. And you leap. And as you leap towards him, he lets out a shout, and the sword glows brighter. And he gets it up just in time to kind of block your momentum and sends you skidding off to one side of him. And you can feel now that he's slowing down. He's getting tired. He's chased you this far. You circle back around to keep that water at your back. And he looks at you. Cannot let you go. I will stop this now. And you look back over your shoulder where he pointed the sword. There's just a little town. A few firelights. I will continue to chase. You cannot run. And he stands up tall, and you see him grab his holy symbol and the chain around his neck, and the sword illuminates. I'm sorry. He runs at you, you run at him. And there's a moment where you're so close to each other. And you can see on his face as you take in this moment where his sword is raised over his head in a sort of downward slash. You see the look in his face of not regret, but he doesn't want to do this. Like this isn't what he had hoped for. And you thought he was slowing down. But he's very strong. And before you can even bring a hand up to strike him, the sword crashes right where your shoulder armor ends, and your chain shirt that you would wear under your armor begins. And you feel that crunch of the sword hitting the chain and not cutting through, but an explosion of radiant energy sends you flying back and skidding across the ground, as the hit alone was enough to make the world go pretty dark. And you feel your body, lifeless almost, tumbling. And in that moment, there's a change in yourself. And whatever form you were fighting this man in is gone. As you are crashing down a hill. And you splash down into water. And you're wearing heavy armor. You feel yourself sinking. And as the world begins to fade out, as you begin to lose consciousness, you see that man standing up on the hill above you, where you had just fought. And he stabs his sword in the ground and sinks down to one knee, holding himself up on the pommel of the sword, breathing heavy. And he sees something, and he stands and he holds the sword out over the edge of the hill and looks down. He sees something in you, on you, about you, before the world goes black. And just for a second, you feel it's almost like there's like a little laser light show going on under the water. Just for a second before you lose consciousness. Something on you is flashing, and then you're unconscious. And you pull back, and car stops. That is enough. I will not go deeper. And you don't remember that? Oh, well.
What'd you see?
I saw her.
Nox, what'd you see?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't recognize the man, do I?
No. Just a pretty average looking guy.
Go deeper.
It could be dangerous.
I don't care.
Well. Okay. Okay.
You sure about this?
Yeah.
A little deeper. She sends you back into your own mind, or with you. You feel Will present there as well. And they hit that wall of blood. And you all see Will, hands shaking as he draws the symbols for the spell. And suddenly you are standing in a dark room of stone. It seems like almost like this room was carved out of stone. Like from solid stone, this room was carved into it. And standing above you, about 5 steps above you on a raised pedestal. Well, you haven't seen this woman, but you have seen a figure that looked very similar when you looked in Vercel's mirror. Tall, thin, holding herself with certain noble airs, blonde hair, extremely pale skin, paler than yours even. Wearing dark robes, hemmed in purple, silver filigrees, and a headdress that features 2 almost like horns rising up with that disc, purple, black inside, held between the 2 like horn-like adornments. And You've caught this memory at the end of some kind of ritual or almost like a prayer. Rise, daughter. And then the formality kind of drops, and she strides down toward you and takes your hands. And if you look down there, your hands look like your hands. Slightly less pale than this woman's. She takes it. You are walking the right path. This is what is your legacy. This will all be yours if you just continue to walk the right path. You don't have to suffer the same setbacks I did. Do you understand? Finish this. Who knows? Shah will bless you, as she has already blessed our family. You will lead us into a new generation. We're very proud of you. Yes? No more setbacks. Our family has suffered enough. Finish this for the Dark Lady, and she will reward you. More than you've already been rewarded. And she's standing close to you, whispering to you in a very familiar way. You can do this. Alone. Can't you? And you hear a voice answer, and it is your voice. And you say, "Yes, Mother." Good. This will be the blow. This is it. This is our moment. This is your moment. Your father set us back for so long, but still I rose to this position. There will be no questions when it is your time. She gestures you away. And that's the end of that. And you turn into darkness and Darren. Told you. I'm sorry.
What? What happened? What was it?
Narks like sits up straighter.
Narks.
I said Narks.
Narks.
Narks. Try to be serious for once. Narks. She sits up straighter, and her in the chair, and her like back, like straightens, like her posture. And like usually she's like small, you know. I mean, she's not that tall. She's average for a woman, but she like, with her personality and like the way she carries herself, she just appears younger. But she like straightens her back, and for a second she looks like a grown woman. And then her shoulders go back, and she shrinks back down a little bit. I don't know what that was.
That was you. Or some version of you.
When was that?
Will thinks it's all a jumble in there, but before the man with the sword, I think.
How much can you do that?
I think it's always going to be fragments like that. I think if you keep...
How
There's a
often?
reason, maybe.
How
Should
often
think that.
can you do it? How often?
It's not It's not about how often I can do it. I don't know. I don't know if your mind can take it. It's a lot of stress. You're talking the anatomy of the brain, of the physical brain. Forget magic. I don't want to hurt you.
Tomorrow.
I can't. It's not going to get better. I can keep giving you fragments, but it's not right. It could hurt you. It could. The mind's not meant to have two people. A mind is home for one. You understand?
Tomorrow.
Maybe. I don't think you should. And, well, I won't do it. I'm sorry, but you're gonna have a hell of a headache. And, I'd like to leave it at that, if that's all right.
She, like, stands up quickly. And she has that same, like, adult posture again, and she walks up and she gets in his face and she says, like, right in his face, and she says, tomorrow.
Knox.
Did you ever think that maybe you're protecting yourself? I don't know exactly what we were seeing. Don't sound good. Not for the girl that I see now.
I'll be back tomorrow. And she walks out.
Karis looks at him. I told you this was a mistake.
What the hell happened?
I showed her a little. Or freed up a little. I think it's like I said. It's dark armor. You need to talk to her. And maybe a good night's rest will do all of you some good. That's the second thing I wanted to talk to you about. Hey, who wants to go on a field trip? Let's lighten the mood a little bit. I want to show you something.
All right.
You said you made a deal with the darn. No one's looking for you? You think?
What was that?
I know you made a deal with the Darren, so maybe the true star's off your back, but is anybody gonna be looking for you?
At this point, literally anybody could. We would have no idea.
Fair enough. Better safe than sorry. I mean, what do y'all all look like? He pulls out a spell book. Just a little illusion magic, just to get us where we're going. What you want to look like?
I want to be tall.
I can do that, but now, above where you actually exist, it'll just be an empty illusion, like if someone stuck their hand through it. It's fine. We're not going far. We're just going through the city a little bit. Or you want to be like real tall? Like
No.
Alright, so you want to look like you look now, but taller?
Yep.
Alright.
I mean, are we trying to like hide ourselves so nobody recognizes us, or
Just a little. Just a little.
oh,
He's casting the spell seeming, so he can change everyone's appearance for a little bit.
I guess make me human guy.
Generic human.
Yeah.
You're just a white guy with brown hair. It's Jordan.
Whew.
Randomize me.
Randomized.
Go into character creator, click the die icon.
Okay. He makes you a halfling woman with like purple spiky hair.
I was literally going to say an old woman with purple hair.
Anybody else any preferences? We could just do it. Just send out.
Oh,
generics.
let's all vote on what Belkrath becomes.
Okay.
Pixie.
A
I don't know.
6.5 foot tall pixie.
What if we just make him a slightly different looking dragon?
All right.
Nothing.
What do you? It's illusion. All right.
Make him a tabaxi.
I can do that. And he makes him like a panther.
Ooh, cool.
Belkrath's like looking at his cat hand. Alright, so he finishes the spell, gives you all just like disguise self essentially, and changes himself to look still human, just a different human.
So Belkrath is just Chadwick Boseman?
Yeah, Black Panther. We'll get Nox on the way out. Look, when the mind shuts off memories like that from itself, which is what it seems like happened here, sometimes it's just not meant to. You're not meant to see it, you know. So maybe just talk to her a bit.
I get that, but I mean, they're her memories, isn't it? Her right to be able to deal with whatever comes with that.
It's my right not to destroy your brain in the process.
I get it.
And besides, how many more memories before she's not the Nox you knew and she's the Nox that I saw?
What did you see?
You should talk to her. Not my business.
Fair enough.
All right. So he leads you out. Anything else you want to do while you're here? Anything you want to ask him along the way? I'll say as you get to the lobby, and you're all like 7 different people now that he's never seen, but Christopher Wood doesn't seem to be phased. He sees you. He's like, "Oh, you're with Will. I did make that call. Let's talk soon." And Will says, "Christopher, I'm taking him to my place." He's like, "How about I stop by for dinner? We'll have a chat over a nice meal." What are you gonna say?
Sounds good.
I mean, it's not our house to invite somebody over, but I mean that sounds lovely.
We'll speak soon. And he goes back into his office. Well, there we go, spoiling the whole surprise. I'm from Flores, in case any of y'all are wondering. Born and raised. And, my dad did alright. Pretty good living. Textiles, not exactly glamorous, but kept a nice roof over our heads, and he's gone many years now, but I kept his house, and well, I'm in hiding, so I don't really have much use for it, but I did my work. No one knows this place exists, including the True Star, and unless you know it exists, you can't see it, so you should be safe there. And I do have one more surprise once we're there. And so he leads you through the city. You're in Bluffview, and he takes you to Canal Side, which is probably the district you guys have been in and around the least. It's mostly just houses. It's very much like a residential area with various canals weaving through the streets where you cross several small bridges to cross over them. And you arrive on a row of basically like brownstones, I guess, like brownstone type houses, townhomes. And he brings you to one that doesn't stick out. It's an end unit. And he stops. Now, I brought you here so you can see it, but anybody else walks by, there's one less unit on this building. So you'd have to literally tell someone where this place is for them to find it. Also, maybe don't, get followed back here if you can help it. Because, just disappearing into empty space is probably a little suspicious too. But follow me. And he walks up to the door, puts the key in the lock, opens it up, and he opens it into a perfectly nice house. It's furnished, but there is definitely a solid layer of dust over everything. He opens it and like a little plume of dust blows up from the ground as the door sweeps across. And he's like, "Oh, we've been in hiding for a bit, so I haven't been here in some time. Look, while y'all are here, and anytime you're in town," he takes a key off of a ring. "I want y'all to use this place." Hands it to whoever will take it.
Thank you, Will.
Still not home, so don't go like painting the walls
Of
or
course.
tearing up any flooring or anything. But for any time you need a place to stay, I would feel better knowing that you were sleeping under my father's roof.
Thank you, Will. That's mighty kind of you.
One more surprise, and he takes you. So where you enter is just like a long hallway that goes all the way to the back of this house. You can see a door that opens up, looks like to the outside at the end of the hallway. There, about halfway across the hallway, there are stairs that go up, and there are various doorways. You see a living room, like a sitting room, library type space, dining room, kitchen. But he takes you to around the stairs, and it set into the space below the stairs is a door, and he opens it up, and it goes down into a cellar. Now, my father was a big collector of wine. I'm not, so I repurposed the space a little, and he takes you down, and it is just an empty room, just a solid empty room. But etched into the floor is a circle of runes. And Roland, Minerva, you guys recognize it there. It's a teleportation circle. Once you have the spell teleportation circle, you know this circle now, so you can travel to it. It'll be a while before you get that spell, but eventually you will. I think it's a 6th level spell or 5th level spell.
Close.
I think it's 5th.
It's 5th.
I think. I'm not
You're getting
positive.
there. A couple more levels, maybe you can have that. Look, I already know y'all are not going to be around here much longer. I'm sure things will take you away. But you have a roof to stay under. If you ever need to get back here quick, you can always use this circle.
I'll reach out and shake his hand. Thank you, Will.
Shakes your hand, and I can never do enough to repay the debt that I owe you. But hopefully it's a good start. Now, Christopher was talking about coming over for dinner. I haven't been here in months, so I'm pretty sure there's probably not any food here. So I would tell Christopher to bring it, because that man does have good taste in food. I'll give him that.
Good
Maybe
to know.
pick it up on the way over. But bedrooms are upstairs. Should be enough for all of you. Might have to share one of the bedrooms. Make yourself at home. Like I said, this is just my gratitude. But if you need me, you know where to find me.
Thank you. We really appreciate the help.
I appreciate everything. And Knox, We'll talk. And he leaves.
How many bedrooms are in the house?
There are 4 bedrooms. There are 2 bedrooms with 2 beds each. And then there are 2 bedrooms with 1 bed each. So, actually, exactly enough. And one is like clearly like the master bedroom. Is much more lavishly furnished, but the rest are fine. They all have like the basic bedroom furniture that you keep in a guest bedroom, more or less. So, you guys can pick and choose how you want to your arrangements. The living room, like the sitting room, has nice soft couches and a big fireplace. The kitchen is empty, but it is a full kitchen. In terms of like medieval stuff, there's like it's an oven basically. Is really all there is in there. But you now have a little safe place to stay when you're in Flores.
We don't have to keep breaking into Pierre's.
Hell yeah.
So I'd say by now it's probably getting late afternoon. Christopher mentioned that he would come for dinner. Anything you guys kind of want to do in the meantime?
Can I try to attune to my revolver?
The revolver doesn't require attunement, but you can.
Can I try to figure out how to shoot it?
Yes, because I think I had you just.
All night.
I think I had you just roll a straight d20, didn't I? Because you haven't like studied it. Yeah. So make an investigation check. Now I'll say you did shoot it, so I'll make the investigation check with advantage. Use your D&D Beyond on your phone.
Yeah, sorry, it's taking a long time to load all of a sudden.
D&D Beyond.
Investigation, you said?
With advantage.
D&D Beyond.
Yeah, natural 20.
Damn!
What?
Natural 20.
Yeah, so I
Well,
got
like
20.
I said, you have shot it before, so it's not like all new. Like you felt that you know how
And
triggers.
now I'm like a skilled sharpshooter.
No, you still don't have,
revolver.
Baby steel sniper.
you don't have proficiency with it, but you now at least have plus your dexterity modifier when you shoot it. You'll have to practice with it or get some kills with it, or hit something. Like hit with it to maybe continue to work on your proficiency. But yes, you do know how it works. There's the cylinder that now has 5 rounds because you shot one at the door. You have some others. I hope you are keeping track of that. You have a certain number of other ones that you found. But yes, it is a cylinder that has the rounds. You realize that you can like spin it to get to the next shot. You know the hammer when it engages.
I can play Russian roulette.
You can take all the bullets out and pull the
God
trigger.
damn.
You figure. So yes, now you know how it works. You aren't just rolling a straight D20. It's +4 or whatever. So yes, you have figured out how it works. Your gun.
Fairy with a gun.
The ultimate fantasy experience. What are the rest of you doing while she plays with the gun?
I'm gonna talk to Nox. Nox, what happened?
I don't want to talk about it.
I respect that, but I think you need to.
I don't know.
What did you see? Start there.
Saw myself trying to hurt somebody, but they hurt me instead. I think that might have been my last last thing that happened to me before you found me. And I think I saw my mom.
Oh. Like, Aunt, whatever her name is.
I don't remember. I'm gonna be honest.
What the fuck?
What?
I saw that too.
Did you not see the thumbs up that just came up next to your face?
It's like a
No.
thought bubble with a thumbs up in it.
Yeah, you said something and like bubbles came up with a thumbs up in it.
I didn't do it.
That's
I don't
fucking
know.
weird.
I didn't
Um,
see that.
That was weird.
I don't
That'll
know.
be in the recording.
It's Aunt Clarice now.
Clarice?
Like,
No, like somebody else.
but this was a memory, right? Like we found you when you were just a baby. Like, I mean, you wouldn't. Are you sure it was your mom?
I called her mom. I saw her in the mirror too.
You saw her in the mirror?
Yeah.
I thought she saw herself in the mirror.
She did. You saw. I was when I said that before. It's just you looked eerily similar to this woman in your memory in the mirror.
Fox thinks it's herself.
What did she say?
That I had to do something.
She didn't tell you what?
No. But I don't think it was a good thing.
Well, Knox, whoever you were when you went missing, whoever you were all those years, that's not who you are now. And it doesn't have to have any bearing on who you are now. I know you probably don't see it as a good thing, but you are in a very rare situation. Not a lot of people ever get to experience where you get about the cleanest slate, fresh start anybody could ever ask for. And anything you did, anything that happened, they don't have to define who you are going forward.
I don't know if that's true.
It is true. I mean, I don't pretend to be the smartest man in the world, but that's just a fact. Anything you did, anything you were, it's all in the past. And that was a different person. You can be whoever you want to be, and you can be whoever you make yourself out to be. And that's your decision to make. It's not defined by anything you did or whoever you were in the past. I just want you to know that.
I think I need sleep.
I think so too.
And you do have pretty bad headache.
Okay. I put on my jammies and I crawl into bed.
At like 5 o'clock.
Yeah. Now dinner.
Yeah.
You're gonna come to dinner in your jams.
Yep.
Hey, hi. My mom said I had to come down for dinner.
I got some cake.
Anybody else?
I'm just going through my star records while we're waiting.
Okay. Are you looking for anything in particular?
No, I'm just trying to get the time down because I had 21 hours left on the.
Oh, you're talking about the book that they gave you. That,
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha. So, all right. Yep. You keep working on that.
You're gonna die in 21 hours?
Yeah, I was like,
I'm gonna blow up.
All right. So, yep. You get another hour of reading in or so. Roll 'em, Minerva. Anything? Well, I guess Minerva, you were working on your gun. Roll 'em. Anything?
Gun.
I guess I'll read one of the spell books I have.
That's a good point. I can. I will send you. I sent you one.
Yeah.
That was the initiates. I will say this. Are you going to look at the book that Taryn found in Invercell's library, or are you? Is that what you want to look at?
What's the difference? Which?
Well, one is like a 2,000-year-old spell book, and the other one is
yeah,
like a.
Yeah, let me do that
Okay.
one.
So you just open it.
Yeah.
All right, make an intelligence save.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. 8.
I opened the ancient tome.
But I get a plus
With my
1 bonus on
bands.
saves.
Oh, that was
That's-
that was
not gonna.
that was just an intelligence check.
Oh.
Oh,
What are you
do an
saving?
intelligence saving 3, which is the little 6 things up to the top left.
Saving throw.
Oh. 25.
That's much better.
That's much better. You take 16 points of force damage as you you open the lock and it just like blasts you. I guess. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. It's psychic damage, so it literally blasts your mind with a psychic barrage. But you shrug it off. Maybe a little bloody nose and a headache.
Jesus Christ.
But
Headaches.
you unlocked the book is unlocked.
Okay.
So.
Anyways,
Cleared my sinuses. Like smelling salt. Talking about.
Hey, will you open this book for me? Blows up someone's head. Okay, so inside that book are spells that you have never seen before, never heard of before. These are spells that have either been lost to time or maybe even unique to Invercell himself at the time. Some interesting stuff. I'll send it to you after the game, and you can
Okay.
over time add them to your spell book. All right, you guys just hear an explosion upstairs.
You think it's just me?
Okay.
what the hell?
I'm good.
It wasn't the gun.
Was it?
I figured out how it wasn't this.
It was my book. It's all good.
It was
Imagine
my
we're-
bug.
Imagine we're like the Beverly Hillbillies, like yelling at each other from different floors of the house.
It was my bug.
Not Minerva. Not
All
Roland.
right. Unless you had anything else, I'd say the time will come and you hear a knock on the door. And then there's like another, like it's like, and then he's, I don't know the secret. Is there a secret knock for this hideout? I don't know. Please let me in. This is Christopher Wood, your friend.
I'll go open the door. Hey,
And he
Christopher.
has And he has like a basket with some stuff. Christopher told me your kitchen would not be well appointed, so I have brought some stuff.
Oh, is it a KFC bucket?
It's like a bushel basket, and he has like some like fruits and vegetables and
No
stuff.
fried chicken.
He
I only
walks in.
like the extra crispy.
Well, I'm not. You don't have to tell me. I'm not going to do it. And he walks into the kitchen, and he digs around. He's like, "Have you? Do you know where the pots and pans? It's fine. I'll just look. I'll just look through every drawer until I find what I need." And he starts pulling stuff out, and he lays it all on the counter. And it's like some pots and knives, and he, boop, and they all start chopping. The pot fills itself up with water and moves to the stove, like to the oven, the top of the oven. Logs fly into the oven and light. There, lovely.
Be our guest.
Hey, cooking. That's how it works. We actually don't need to eat. I'm just kidding. We do need to eat. It's important for our daily functions. Look, are you all here?
Yeah.
I'll be straightforward about it, and maybe we'll get this part over with, and then we can have a nice dinner.
Oh, great.
Well,
You're fugitives.
first off, and he like shudders and like twitches his neck, and the human illusion drops, and he is a very wild-looking, like Eladrin type creature, like an orange hue to his skin, and hairstyle exactly the same. His hair color is different, but he still has like the kind of like the Elvis hair.
Pompadour?
Yes, but he is very clearly not human. Believe it or not, it's a lot of work to maintain a whole other form all the time. So, I'm putting it all on the table. Look, things aren't great. You have really stumbled into just the worst thing that is probably ever going to happen.
Ever in, like, the history of existence?
Well, shit.
We have certain knowledge. And you mean that in the royal we, the Fae. I did not have this knowledge. I had to call someone to ask for it. But we have certain knowledge of, well, everything. That, yes, I believe this might be the worst thing to ever happen. Since probably the worst thing that had ever happened a long time ago.
Well, that's pretty cool, guys, don't you think? We get to be a part of that?
I think that I know where you should go next.
Really?
Where is that?
I do. And you, Minerva, are going to love it. Because I need you to come with me to the Feywild.
Oh,
Preferably tonight.
Tonight.
Yes.
Why?
Well, you see, I thought everything that has happened and what you told me has just transpired in the last day seemed very problematic. And I reached out to a very important person where I'm from.
Who?
My mother.
Oh.
Do you know my mother? I don't know if maybe you get tea. She has a whole social life. I don't keep tabs
I know
on her
your
all that
mother.
much. Miss Theodore, how she likes to be known.
You know who that is?
I'll let you make a history check. She actually, yeah, it's a history check. DC's not actually super high because you might.
Sorry, hold on.
Make it with
It's-
advantage since this is a fate thing.
History with advantage.
Yeah.
Oh. 9 or
Ooh.
9.
You rolled the
9 or
same
9.
both times.
No, I rolled a 3.
No, you've never heard that name. Well, wait, you don't know my. A lot of people have at least heard of her. You've never even heard her name.
No, but my family's not really, well, in the high society.
Well, yes. My mother is a member of the Sealy Court. She has her place at the side of Queen Titania. She loves to hold that over me, but when you need to know something, she's a good person to ask. And, well, she says that if I don't bring you to the Feywild right now, I have to bring you to the Feywild right now. And you're going to speak to Queen Titania and tell her everything you've told me, because apparently it's not just a cult trying to end the world. Like, they actually could end the world. Like, all of it. All of it. Everything that's ever existed. Isn't that fun? And the knives are like chopping faster and faster as he's like getting more flustered. Let me put it this way. I'm not asking you. I am going to take you to the Feywild because my queen commands it, and your queen commands it, so you should have no problem with this. And if you don't come, I will render you all unconscious and take you there anyways. I'm very sorry. I really didn't want it to come to this.
Well, great.
Not that this part is important, but did you know about this whole thing before you pitched the dinner idea?
Did I know that I was going to be forced to bring you to the Feywild? Yes, that was why I wanted to come to your house. I thought you would at least, I thought you would at least want to be in your lodgings before I take you there.
Well, I mean, to be fair, we have only been in this house for, what, an hour? 2?
And it is lovely. It's a great space. It uses it effectively. Furniture's a little drab, but, look, there's no faffing about it. This isn't even real food, and he just snaps his finger in the food that he brought in and is just gone. I don't do this. I don't kidnap people. I'm sorry. This is what they're telling me to do. And if I don't do it, they won't let me be here anymore. And I like it here. I have a whole life here.
Well, you could have at least fed us.
In hindsight, I suppose I could have. But you can eat when you get to the Feywild, which is great. But these folks, you're in for a real treat. And hey, guess what? You're going to see the Queen, and she always puts on quite a show and a feast. Just like don't offend anyone. I'm really sorry. I don't want to do this, but well, it turns out they don't want to hear this information secondhand. I guess that's pretty much it. I have to break it now.
Isn't Titania like the fairy?
Oh yes, she is the queen of the fairies, the mother of all the fae.
So she's like fairy god.
Oh, well, I wouldn't go that far, but I do believe that if you don't come with me to the Feywild, and I don't bring you, the other way she will get you to her will not be as nice. I come to you as a friend, and I will bring you on a lovely trip. Maybe we can do some sightseeing along the way.
Just to be clear, we're not getting arrested by like the Queen of the Fairies, right? Like she's...
Oh no. They simply want to know what is happening directly from the people who've experienced it. It's very important in Fey culture, you know. You can't secondhand information, useless. It's just useless. But if you hear it from the person that experienced it, very valuable. And Queen Titania values her information. I do worry that you think you're going to talk your way out of this. And I can assure you, you will not. I am, after all, the son of an archfey, and I am very powerful. I will not let you leave this place without me.
I don't think we were planning on trying to get out of it. I think we're
I just wanted to make that clear. I just wanted you to be sure that
Fair enough.
you weren't any funny business, because plane shifting unconscious bodies is actually tricky. You know, there's things get twisted. It's just
let's not resort to that. You know, thinking just kind of like logistics, is walking up to the Queen of the Fairies with and I'll like manifest part of a weapon with my condition gonna be a problem?
That's actually part of it. They wanted to see it. And also, I told my mother that you met a Solar, and that's big news. Who would have guessed it? That's huge news. So, that, if I had known, I perhaps would have waited until our scheduled call next week to talk to Mother. But, you know...
This is all your fault.
You could have stopped me. You could have stopped me. I could have gone on my merry way. Now I have to go back to the Feywild. Do you know the last time I went home and saw my mother? It's been a while. She's difficult, okay? She is difficult. The Queen is lovely and all. I'm sure you'll have a great time. But we're going... Also, there's a second part of this. My mother has requested that we accompany her from her home to Elise, which is the beautiful palace of Queen Titania. We're going to go with my mother there.
I'm so excited to see where you came from.
I was born from a flower blossom on a bit of ivy in a swamp.
Okay.
So, the mysteries of the Fae. But you could see it, yes. I must say, thank you very much for not making me knock you all unconscious to do this. This makes this so much simpler. You have no idea how much I practiced getting the look of the food right, and that was an unnecessary lose. I see that now.
I mean, I'm kind of with Minerva on this one. If you were gonna kidnap us and drag us to the Fey Realm, you could have at least actually brought us dinner.
I will scrounge up some food when we reach my mother's place. Okay? Is that okay with you?
Minerva, is Fey food actually good?
Yeah, Fey food's pretty good. But maybe not the hoity-toity kind.
I'll have you know. What do you eat, fairy? What do you from the Twilight Plains? You eat bread? Bread with every meal?
Yeah, we do.
I don't see a problem with that.
Mm.
Once again, I'm very sorry for this, but have you ever plane shifted before? Any of you? I know you have. You're not from here, but have any of the rest of you plane shifted? Here's what you're going to do. You're going to take a deep breath, hold it in, put your arms down by their sides. Don't stick them out, because, like I said, things get weird when you start traveling between planes. Keep them down by your side. Do not breathe out until we are in the Feywild. I would love to let you sort out any business that you have here now before we leave, but I cannot. So, I can't. You ready? Ready to go? Have all your things?
I literally don't think we have a choice.
In my PJs.
In your PJs.
We will get you all some new clothes when we reach the Feywild. Sometimes you end up in the Feywild and you don't even have your clothes anymore. They just are gone. It's a weird place.
What?
I've seen it. I've seen it happen many times. And then it's a thing that happens, and you can't put new clothes on until it wears off. It's crazy.
Let's go.
All right.
There's 6 of us. One of the dice has 6 sides. Soon as we
Roll
get
for
there.
nudity.
No, I actually have something for this.
Uh-oh.
Naked.
All right. Before we go, a few ground rules. Don't accept any gifts from a Fae. Don't give them your full name. And, just stay with me. If you leave me, I cannot guarantee that you'll be safe. You have a Fae member of your group here. That's lovely, but, things are tricky right now at home. Especially with all that's going on. But you're going to be guest of honor, so let's go. All right, everyone gather around. Hold hands.
I
But down
thought
by
we,
your side. Nope, not too high. Down here. Hands down by your sides. Hold my hands. I just need to link you to the spell. And he says something. You each feel, if you take hands, you each feel like something linking you, like a magical essence linking you. It's like, all right, well, say goodbye to your plane. You're never coming back here. And he snaps, he claps,
what?
and as you're all like hurtling through time and space, he's like, "That was a joke. I'm sorry. It was in poor taste." Like, look, there it is, and straight ahead is like a tear in the fabric of time and space, and beyond it you see like a late twilight light filtering through, and tall grass, not wheat, but grass blowing in the breeze before you're all appear. He's like, oh. All right, everyone, let go of your breath, or it will kill you in 5 seconds. Always works. You didn't have to do any of those things. I could have. I'm sorry. If I'm going to be forced to do something, I'm going to have fun with it. And he looks around. Who am I? I'm lost. All right, give me a second to figure out where we are. He kind of just walks off into some trees that weren't there a few seconds ago. And that's where we'll stop tonight's session, as he just wanders off into the trees.
that is now 2 sessions that Jamie is going to be really upset that he missed.
Yeah. The real action will be in the next one, so it's okay. All right.
These story ones are some of my favorite, though.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
I thought,